Oh shoot, what episode title is it?
EP 38, sir. I told you we're gonna get to 40. We got 2 more Thursdays of the year. We're gonna get to 40.
Go.
We're gonna keep going.
Let me see. Did it pop up here? So I can tag some of the ladies over here.
Hey. Good. Speak up for 10 seconds. Say it. Yeah, you're good.
What's up? What's up? Yo. We here. Sorry for the delay, y'all. Yeah, I've been training these last couple days, the last week.
Yeah.
So I had to train first, and now we here, y'all. I told y'all what Artists and Fitness about. The other side is the fitness workout place, and this is where we do the podcast at, and more stuff to come. But we here, y'all. It's another Thursday. I'm Rod, episode 38. Thanks for being with us.
What's good? I'm Mike. What's good? Yeah, them workouts, no joke. I didn't even work out with them, but I did an ab workout. Man, that shit was crazy.
7 minutes.
I did another type of workout.
Shout out to
another
Jay.
type of workout that'll get me right. What up, YouTube family? What's good? We on both of them, Facebook, YouTube.
We got a couple guests. In here. In the behind the scenes, if they want to let them be known, they can be known a little bit later. But I want to let y'all know we got some people here on the set.
Y'all can talk too.
Y'all know how we do. What up, Ruby? What up?
Anything y'all can talk.
It's the sauce,
Set up.
a.k.a. Carter Sauce. My man Bryson over here. And y'all know we out here chilling. Who else should I tag? I'm tagging some of y'all in here because tonight we doing it different. We started with the Real Talk section first. Then we're going to go to the sports section tonight. So we're going to start it up a little different. So I want to tag some of y'all ladies in here so y'all can get in here right away and not think we're doing the Real Talk section second. We going first tonight. We switching it up. Mike, talk to the people. Let them know what you got going on in life right now.
Man, Christmas coming up. You know, them pockets get empty when Christmas come up, when you have the kids and
my
stuff.
nieces and nephews nothing. No, I'm just saying.
You know, but yeah, just doing a lot of Christmas shopping.
What up,
Getting ready
Lil
for the
G?
end of the year. What's good, Ray? What up, Ruby?
Ruby, that's my girl.
Yeah,
Ruby.
Real Talk section first. We want to hear y'all. Man, the topic's one of them kind of crazy, but hey, I like to talk about it. The choice between the wife and the son.
I got some intake on that earlier, so I'm not even worried about it. You know, I knew what I was kind of gonna say, but that one was crazy. But shout out to Lil Sis for that question. And we got something special for y'all tonight. At the end of the Real Talk section, before we get out, we want y'all to tell us some topics to talk about. Like, y'all bring up a subject and then we'll just chime in on it for a few minutes. We won't go too much into detail, but we'll chime into it for a few minutes and then we'll discuss your topic. If you put one into the section,
You ain't Mr. Sports DC?
I'll let y'all know when we get to that section. Nope. I want to say this for everybody who tuning in now. You did not miss sports. We just started. This week we're going to switch it up. We're going to do the Real Talk section first, and then we're going to do the sports section second. We had some fans. Shout out to Grandma Margot. We had some fans that asked us to do the Real Talk section first, so we listening to what our fans want, and we giving the people what they want, and we're going to switch it up. We can't be the same every week. We pretty versatile. That's what separates us from all the other podcasts, y'all. We versatile out here. So we're going to give y'all what y'all want. We here on YouTube, too. We need y'all to, matter of fact, before we get started, we need y'all to start going to our YouTube page, comment, subscribe, watch on YouTube, y'all, because that's where it's at. We appreciate y'all being here on Facebook, sharing our stuff, commenting, being in here with us live, but also go on YouTube if you can. You can talk to us on YouTube. They got a comment section on there. But we appreciate whatever we get. But we just want to let y'all know YouTube is where it's at. We brought it to Facebook because we know a lot of y'all, some of y'all old folk ain't internet savvy like that. And y'all got Facebook and y'all here, so we're going to do it here.
Yep. No, for sure. We definitely want to get that YouTube going, man.
Before we get started in the Real Talk section, Mike, what's some of the popular music you banging right now? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm banging my man 2 Chainz.
I ain't really banging popular music where she said bye. Ruby like sports or something?
No, she must have been about to something I said.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. But it's on YouTube Live. But the music I'm listening to right now, I'm going through a Kendrick phase because I want a new Kendrick album. So I'm going through all his mixtapes and stuff right now. So then I'm listening to All the Hearts. I listen to those every night for like the last week.
All the Hearts, what's that?
The Heart Part 1, 2, 3, 4 is just songs he put out.
Oh, okay.
Songs he put out. But man, I'm on my Kendrick binge right now. That's my favorite rapper right now. So yeah, That's what I've been messing with. And then I think I'm about to get into my Drake mode because he dropped in his album coming out.
What is it
in
called
about
again?
what is it called? Lover Boy something? Certified Lover Boy. Hey, I think Drake about to snap. But I'm about to get my Drake mode because he about to come out. But yeah, that's what I'm on right now. Kendrick, Drake, you know. And so what you been listening to? You said 2 Chainz. I messed with 2 Chainz.
So help me God, man. He snapped on that.
No, I messed with 2 Chainz.
He snapped on that whole album, that Freelighter, that Tony, that Great. Man, he snapped on that whole album. 2 Chainz did it again. I've been bumping that Chainz. Also, shout out to my man Lord, aka Demarion. I've been bumping that Icewear Vizo out of Detroit. That belt buckle, that's my song. And that Talented Country. Them Detroit rappers on the new wave. Lately, I've been bumping him, Babyface Ray. So yeah, you know, and I got put on by some of the guys with them. I'm not usually big.
Ray, I listen to every Nicki album.
The GOAT, Terrence
One
Howard.
of them is nice.
Julian Wilder.
One is nice.
Today
the rest of them.
Julian talking about Terrence Howard better than Gucci from Terrence Howard because he was talking about Hustle and Flow.
Somebody from Detroit we know dropping this weekend.
With that trick. Oh yeah, shout out to my man T Cobb. Nice mention, Mike. Shout out to
dropping this weekend.
Y'all, my guy Terry Cobb, aka T Cobb. He dropping his album this weekend. Y'all gotta check it out. It's gonna be on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. T Cobb.
It better not be wet.
Terry actually
not be
low
wet.
key,
No,
Terry be getting off. That's one thing he can't do.
Battle
he
rapper.
can't play sports.
Oh yeah, we know he can't play sports, but no, battle rapper, he
Get
raw.
into it,
I
man.
give him that.
Hey, I heard.
But no, I'm gonna check out the
I heard
album.
a couple songs on Meg. I heard a
I'm
couple
gonna check out
songs.
the album.
I heard a couple songs on Meg album, and you know, Bae back at it again. I love
Meg
that
album,
Bae, Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg, Meg album was okay. Cloud was okay, and I like Meg Thee Stallion. She goes.
You said what about Meg Thee
Talking
Stallion?
about nickname basis, Meg.
Meg
It
Thee
wasn't that
Stallion.
special.
I don't know.
Oh,
You want me to call her Megan? Megan Thee
No, that's
Stallion?
it.
Megan Thee
Just saying,
Stallion?
like, you know her like on the casual, you know, like
That's
informal,
Bae.
like, yeah, Meg.
And then Mulatto, that's Bae too. Quarantine Thick, that's also 2 Chainz. Mulatto, she. Okay, let's get in the real talk section. If I get myself in trouble, because man, Mulatto, I love her. Yeah, I love her. We gonna get started, y'all, right now with the real talk section. Another small talk with y'all. We just gonna jump right into it, Mike. So this week, I like this YouTube. Hey, they on YouTube. Ruby on here. Okay, Ruby. B said she like YouTube too.
Shout out.
So we gonna see. Shout out to Ruby,
We'll
man. Shout out to, we got 3 people on YouTube right now. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Thank y'all for listening.
Facebook probably got a better view because of the camera
We
too,
love
but
our
it's
fans,
cool.
man. But let's get started, man. Lately, I was talking about this with a couple coworkers at work. We was talking about like the new age phenomenon of like social media and dating apps. Do you think that dating apps make the relationship less official, or is it weird to find your significant other on the date app? Do you think? What do you think about dating apps? Like Tinder, POF.
I guess it's however you want to meet somebody, you can meet somebody. I actually know somebody who married somebody on the dating app and they still together
I know
now.
a lot
So
of people who did that.
and you would know him too. He be on our stuff, but yeah, I won't put his name out, but like that.
Out there.
But no, he met his wife on a dating app and they seem to be good and stuff. So to me, it's however you want to meet somebody. To me, because you can meet them and then y'all can start hanging out after that. So dating app is just an easier way for you to get in a relationship.
No, you've been married and you've been with your wife for a while. But when dating apps came out, have you ever met a chick off a dating app? Or were you?
No, I never.
Dating app?
And I was young. I was young as hell too, though. When I met Missy, I was like 18.
Well,
so like,
that's
really
a good question. Most of the time on dating apps, you never meet each other until you meet each other on the app. So that's what I mean. If you never met each other, do you think it's weird? At first, I'm not gonna lie. I used to think it was weird because in college, I was the Tinder king, by the way. Let me just let y'all know that I was the Tinder king. You know, not POF, but I was the Tinder king.
Cake king.
I never. At first, I thought it was weird. First, I thought it was weird. Like I would meet a chick, she would come over, we would chill, and I would never tell the guys like, you know, I met her off Tinder. I would be like, you know, she go to this school, or I would just say stuff around the city, like around our town. Because I was embarrassed. Like I'm not gonna tell them I met her off Tinder. I never knew her. Then we hooked up, and now we starting to know each other, or didn't hook up. We just started to hang out. We don't even know each other, but we know each other through social media. But now, fast forward to 2020, because that was back in like 2013, 2012. Now, no, I don't think it's weird at all because I got people that's been in my family that has gotten married off of dating apps, that's found their significant other off that. I got friends that's found their significant others off that, and their relationships are real life, like real official. Like you, and the thing is, they've been together so long, you forget that they even met each other on social media or a social dating app. You think that they have been together this whole time and that they met the normal way. I will say that I think the normal way now is starting to become a lot more broad. So like back then, Rod, I saw you on Grindr. Hell no, you ain't seen me.
No!
Kiki, you wanted me to. This is the thing. You wanted me to go there so I could get ignorant, but you never saw me on Grindr. Come on, man. You know I'm not gonna go my Tim Hardaway route, but I don't roll that way. I will never be on Grindr. I'm not gonna go.
He said
there,
my Tim Hardaway route.
but I will never ever go to Grindr. And I just found out what Grindr was this last year. One of my coworkers told me what Grindr was. But now that we moved to 2020, I think that it's starting to become a little bit more popular now, or normal now, that if people meet each other on dating apps, as long as the relationship is still going and it's not something that, like if one of my friends had a new girlfriend every month and it was from a dating app, then you'll be like, okay, dude, you tripping. But if they kept the relationship and it was still going and it was consistent, then I'll be like, you know what, dating apps, if people start doing that more, then I think dating apps can become the new norm. You know what I'm saying? Like if relationships start to last from that or even get some sustainability from that, then I would be like, it's the norm now. But at first it was weird. Because in college, I matched up with a chick on Tinder. We had the same 8 a.m. communication class. And that whole day after we matched up, like we literally matched up the night before, texting each other a couple times. The next day in class, she didn't look at me at all. Because she was embarrassed, probably like I was. But I was like, dang, we matched up. But now I think people are past that.
If you do meet on a dating app, you still should meet in person too eventually.
Well, yeah, you eventually
but some people probably just be on online dating for like a month or two or something for a while.
What kills me is in the bio. What kills me is in the bio though. They be saying stuff like, "I'm looking for a long-term relationship. If you're looking for a one-night stand, like don't even swipe right or swipe left." I'll be like, "What? What you mean if somebody ain't looking for a one-night stand? It's not that you're looking for a one-night stand, but why are you on this app then? Like what?" Like, I hate when they just be trying to say that. What you want me to do? Wife you up? Actually marry me on Tinder right away?
If you are on the dating app, you better see the person eventually because nonverbal cues matter and stuff. So you definitely gotta say them. So y'all got anything to say?
DeAndre watching. Shout out to Cuzzo. He watching.
What's good?
What y'all think about? Y'all got anything to say about dating apps?
Let me tell you, I just got it 3 days ago.
Okay,
Tinder?
it ain't no.
I got 5 already.
5 likes?
It is. I got 5 girls who talk. It's not good for nobody. Don't do it.
They never say good. So you talking to 5? Which one is that?
Bumble, Tinder, Hinge. Nigga, I got 10.
Tinder and Hinge. Okay, cool.
You better
I heard
see
about Cool. He said 5 of them. 5
Hey,
right away.
Bumble?
I heard of Bumble. But yeah.
What NBA team got Bumble on their jersey?
Oh, NBA, the Nuggets, I think.
The Nuggets
It's the
got
Nuggets.
Bumble
I
on
think
their
it is
jersey.
the Nuggets. They
So
sponsor Bumble.
yeah, got Bumble.
Yup, they definitely do. It's black and orange, I think, or like yellow and orange, yellow and black, I think, something like that. Yup. Yeah, they do get them on their jersey.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next topic.
I like the smooth transition.
Let's move on to the next topic. If you had to choose a TV sitcom wife, who would it be? It could be a TV sitcom. It could be a movie. But any TV sitcom wife, who would it be?
I got one.
I was torn.
This one, Vincent.
a TV sitcom
You
wife.
want to do your top 3?
Top 3.
I got one, but I'm gonna do my top 3 because I love it.
Nobody got mine.
And look, we got a hater in the
You go
comments.
first. You go
We
first.
got a hater in the comments right now, so I'm gonna have to bring it out.
You
here
go
'cause he
first.
knows who I'm
You
talking
go
to.
first.
Okay, so first, my number 1 top TV sitcom wife, who I want to be all right.
I hope please don't take mine, but go ahead.
It's gonna be Claire Huxtable.
Dang, that's mine.
What?
Claire Huxtable.
Why is my brother?
No, Claire Huxtable.
I gotta get
It's
this over here,
supposed to be
nigga.
brotherly differences, not brotherly similarities. Claire Huxtable, I love her. She an independent working woman. She hardworking. And then she know how to keep her man humble, but then she also know how to be a lady. You know
Yeah, no, for real.
I like her. And then she held the house down there.
That's just TV though, too, bro. Don't forget that. That's just TV.
Hey, she married to Amar Rashad in real life, so obviously, you know, she was doing something right. But she ain't no, she sexy too for older looking woman. So she's first.
Okay, that's both I want, but go ahead.
Number 2 and 3, I'm gonna have to tell you, it's tough between them. And Julian, if you watching, don't be on here hate. But number 2 for me is Melanie off the game.
She count? Well, I guess they did get married in season 5.
I said girlfriend, wife, TV.
Okay, Melanie.
Melanie number 3.
The girl you complain about 24/7.
I was complaining about it, but then I had to tell her, Thelma. Okay, Pa said Thelma. I had to go back and look at it. that Melanie is not for the streets like I said she was. And I'm not gonna talk about the game that much, y'all, but I'm about to bring up the game again because my number 2 TV wife,
I just
y'all don't
started
know
the
her,
game.
would be Chardonnay. That's my baby.
Wait, Chardonnay, who?
That's Brandon.
That's Brandon.
She came on there.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I love her.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
love her. She'd be like, yes. I love her. Yes, that's my second, and Melanie my third. So Claire Huxtable, Chardonnay, and Melanie. I gotta say black.
See, for me,
One. I know
Mine
somebody
was-
that said Topanga.
What? R.
Who
Kelly.
said that?
Like I was about to say that. I love Melanie, y'all. I
Right,
just
nigga,
get mad that
Topanga
she
was
do
mine.
that. Topanga was yours?
Yeah.
Ah! But my guy said
Call the police.
Topanga.
Call the police.
My guy said Topanga. He wild. He was wild. So, but that was like the first thing he said.
But,
And he was straight. Like I'ma stop. Like I'm just playing. He said
but no, Pops, not DeAndre, our cousin. Wait,
That was DeAndre Brown.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking that was Dre. My bad. What's good,
As much
DeAndre?
as Rob bash, man, I can't believe he chose her.
I know.
Bash her. No,
But
you didn't.
my
Mika.
two Gina, because they got married.
I was gonna say
Gina.
Gina, but I know how the women would get on me for taking light skinned women.
Oh,
Then
sorry.
get dark skin on
Oh,
Viv then.
Oh,
Dark skin
I
out
can't-
here.
Get dark skin on Viv.
What's good, Brown?
She had beef with
Get her when she was dancing.
And then my third, believe it or not, I love the first Aunt Viv though. I really,
Yeah,
especially
the dark skin
especially
Aunt
that the dancing
The dance,
episode.
man.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
dancing episode. So that's my
Dancing
third.
on Viv.
But yeah, no, Gina my second.
So Gina, your
People-
second, Claire Huxtable, your first.
Yeah, Claire Huxtable
Gina
first.
was real. You know, Gina was real. She was the real deal. And she had, you know, she was fit too. Yeah.
But how did Gina age though?
And she had the nice.
Gina aged terrible.
Aunt Viv
She aged
still,
terrible.
Aunt Viv still look better than her right now.
Yeah, Gina aged
Yeah,
bad.
me, my wife, and kids. But
No, Gina,
was
and she
still-
look bad now, but right now, Martin Gina.
Damn, Gina.
Oh my god.
She was still decent.
But yeah,
Them your
the
three?
and Viv, yeah.
Britney Spears might tell the truth. Ah, they coming at us tonight. First it was Kiki, then it was deep. What about y'all? Who y'all TV sitcom wives?
She said
James,
Britney
who
Spears.
yours?
Man, I don't watch enough TV for me to have a good answer. I don't know, honestly.
Right, okay, what
Do your
TV
top
husband
three
y'all gonna
TV
choose?
don't
I
even
know y'all gonna
if-
talk about Idris Elba or whoever. Who y'all top 3 TV husbands, ladies? Put them in the comments. Let us know. Me, I'm on TV now, so y'all can put me in there if y'all want to. Yeah, don't all do it at once, but y'all can. Bryce or Carter, what y'all gotta say? Thelma Pop, she was for the 70s, you know, her Pam Grier.
Yeah,
know,
but she wasn't no TV girlfriend or wife.
she was.
Oh yeah, she was a wife to Keith.
Played for
You're
the
right.
Chicago Bears.
He
boy.
tore his knee or something. He
Get
tore his
history
knee.
up. Yeah,
You ain't even know he tore his
light
knee.
skin Keith. Yeah, JJ hurt him at the wedding. Boy, stop playing with me. You know, we know every episode of Good Times. Hey, nephews, what's up, Auntie? Auntie Care out of
What's up,
Cincinnati.
Auntie
Hey,
Care?
Auntie.
Delma do still look good.
Martin, Ray like Martin. Hey, Martin.
You like Martin, right?
Cuz Mike, what do you mean? Yes, man. Martin was a real nigga. Yes, Wayne. What show you remember
Dwayne
Elba
Wayne.
on Rod? Laugh myself. I said movie too, Joe. Any TV personality, low key Frank. from
Low-key
Moesha.
Frank.
Ruby, what?
Hey, no, D. I like D though.
Women
D,
like-
D
She
from
was kinda
Moesha.
thick, though.
D from Moesha
She
was
was kinda
nice.
thick, but man, why some women be like these like school teacher looking man? Frank was so lame. Like he was so lame. Like what? But okay, Ruby, I feel you though. Frank, okay, he was a good father though, I guess, to his 2 kids, even though Moesha disrespected him all the time. And somebody laughed, they laughed. But you are on my TV streaming on YouTube. Hey, shout out to Ruth. Alvin on here. Alvin said Topanga too. That must be a Minnesota thing.
What
That's
I
a
said.
that's a
Topanga
Minnesota
from Boys
thing.
Meet World.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
a
we got
Minnesota
white
thing.
I ain't even watched that show
That's
like
it.
that.
One was
Topanga,
asshole,
bro.
but I need somebody that's
Big
funny.
lips,
One would be having
Big
me on.
booty.
Big
lips.
Topanga, big lips, big booty. What else?
I ain't even watched Boys Meet World.
But wait, Michael
Lips,
Cow, he
booty,
was funny.
butt.
But didn't she like play my man's in Boys Meet World when they got older? Like
Man, she stuck to him. That nigga was a lame.
oh, he was okay, okay. Ooh, Kyla Pratt 101. She was, but she hey, she did it Arnaz though.
Something like Uncle Phil.
I can't
That
believe
dude was in
Topanga
high school
was-
wearing tight shirts and like metrosexual shirts. I want to build with somebody like Uncle Phil. Oh, y'all like them big chunky motherfuckers. I see. Okay. Bryce, what about you?
Uncle Phil.
My little sister talking about Uncle Phil. That ain't finna be my brother-in-law. Rest in
Uncle
peace,
Phil
Uncle
was rich. What
No,
you
he
talking
was
about?
though. Uncle Phil was funny though. Uncle Phil had money.
James Davis. Rest in peace.
What about you, Bryce? What woman? Don't tell me you Topanga too.
Nah.
You ain't Topanga. James, what about you?
I told you I don't really watch enough TV to even know what.
I really don't either.
I feel you. I don't watch enough TV to
back
know
up,
either.
like,
Bring up some old shows you watched back in the day. Sister, Lisa from Sister. Just
I didn't even really, I don't know.
no, that's right. You was inventing some shit. So you right.
I was too busy doing
Definitely
something
right.
else.
All right, let's get to the next topic. Should Scottie Pippen Jr. be upset with his mom like he was on Twitter, Larsa Pippen? Because she out here for the streets heavy.
Well, yeah, that's his mom. When your mom out there in the streets, yeah, you should be mad
But
at
do
her.
mama gotta have a life too?
Mama do gotta have a life, but don't be all out.
Is her
Don't
and
be
Scottie
all
still
out.
together?
Don't be all out like that.
Is her and Scottie still together?
They are still married, but they filed for divorce yet. I think I just heard that she filed for divorce.
So do you think that the son is overstepping his boundaries or what?
See, the thing is, Scotty's I don't know if this is true, but according to her, he's an obsessive cheater too. So that's probably why Scotty's just chilling.
I'm saying the son. No, I'm talking about Scottie Jr. Was he
Is
right
he
to bash
overstepping?
his
Well,
mom
that's
on
his
social
mom. No,
media?
he's older. No, he's not wrong for bashing his mom because it's like, hey, that's his mom. It's like, hey, I don't want you out here in the streets like that. You looking bad out here. You looking like a thought out here. And it's your mom. When your mom look like a thought, you would probably get mad if y'all in the limelight.
Well,
But Scotty, low key, he probably care, but he probably don't because Scotty living his life.
Morris Chestnut decent. Well, you said she was looking like that. I'm saying we only seen her with Malik Beasley. They was going to an event. It ain't like we seeing her doing sexual
Future.
acts. But I'm saying she is with these different men. But like Ray said, she grown, and if her and Scotty is separated, they separated.
Well, yeah,
We
she
haven't-
grown, she
we
grown, she
haven't-
won't, but
it ain't
she
like
might
she-
be.
I'm saying
She don't want men for
Malik
money.
Beasley.
You can see she don't mess with men with money.
It ain't like she had. It ain't like. But I'm saying it ain't like we seen her on camera having sex with dudes. She just being seen in public with them.
So
because of
you don't
paparazzi
think
following
Future
her.
hit? Come on, man.
I'm not saying he did hit, but Mama grown. Shit, if
She is going, but what I'm saying is
if I'm-
he basically, I agree with you. He's basically looking at it like, Mom, you're going from man to man in less than a month. And you just get a divorce with dad. Get a divorce with dad first. So I get where he coming from.
He should express his feelings to her, not the internet.
He should express to her, not the internet, but hey, she out
She
here.
probably ain't listen.
Yeah, she out here doing stuff on the
That's
internet.
everything in a relationship. Oh, she in a relationship, Nelly? I didn't know she was in a relationship. I thought her and Scotty had been broken up because Scotty he been drinking every time she in the media is for something embarrassing. I understand why her son is embarrassed. Dang, okay,
The reason Scotty probably not tripping because he know he did a lot of dirt. People know him and Jordan was doing their thing back in the day, so that's probably why Scotty ain't saying nothing because it's like, damn, now it's coming back on me and stuff. But yeah, no, she
Auntie Karen said, leave the mother alone.
I look from his perspective. She can do what she wants. She grown. I'm talking about from a son perspective of I don't mind him snapping his mom from that, how she looking.
Just
So
keep
that-
it out the
so
media,
that's
is
what I'm telling.
Trying to keep it out the media.
Basically, yeah. From his perspective. You said from his perspective, but yeah, she a grown man. A grown woman, she can do what she want.
Facts.
And they still not divorced though yet. So I don't know.
For me,
but
it's
it ain't
tough.
my business.
To me, it's tough. She's
still married to
my
her,
parents,
right?
I really wouldn't get in a relationship like that. That I'm grown. Like it wouldn't really bother me if my mom. I love my mother. As long as no dude ain't out here doing her wrong, I don't want to know about her sex capades anyway. But if you are selling online, it would start being a problem if people start coming up to you like, can I date your mom like some of your teammates because she going for young dudes, or if they start getting disrespectful with it. So I get that point on the internet. Everything is on social media nowadays, so people are talking about it. His peers see that, people that he are around probably talking about it or gossiping about him. So I do get that.
Don't forget, she's still married to his dad too,
what
though.
Shaquilla said about don't bring it to the public. Address your family.
But like Shanika just said, she bring it to the public.
Yeah.
Scotty is a cheater too, though.
And that's the thing. I don't know if he necessarily mad about the cheating. He might just be mad about how, like y'all said, how his mom looked in the public sphere. For me, it's just tough. I felt like he did come out as one of them emotional rich kids that had it on just like, why are you guys doing this to me? Like, dude, chill out. You probably smashing a lot of women too, and you just not big yet, so it's not being noticed. So that's all I'm saying. His friends probably tease him like your mama a thought. And
some kids can't handle that.
If Scotty is doing his stuff, but we just not seeing it because Scotty got the money and he the man, and they don't really show men doing that type of stuff, then he was wrong for calling his mom out. And Scotty is smashing multiple women like that too. They probably only following her.
It is a
because
double
they trying to
standard,
show, she's a woman, she doing this, she carrying herself like this, and she messed up their relationship. So if Scotty is doing it, if he not on social media holding Scotty accountable, just like he holding his mom accountable, then I will say he wrong for that. I do agree with
Scotty not public with it like her.
Well, how she not public with it? That's paparazzi and stuff taking pictures.
She public
so
with
my
it.
point is why
Cover him on Instagram and stuff. Knowing him married and stuff.
Scottie Pippen has to be out with these people, and he's more famous than his wife. She got famous because of him. but it's not his place to address what his mom is out here doing, especially over there. And that's what I agree with her. That's why I said that he shouldn't be. That should be done in private, in a family matter, not all on Twitter. I don't care if she doing it in Instagram and Twitter. She grown. She might have on Instagram. Our mom was here last week talking about when we said threesome. Mom was yelling fivesome.
Oh,
I'm not gonna come in here and check her. You know what I'm saying? Because she grown. I know mom ain't really gonna do no fivesome. She was in here just trying to comment and stuff like that. But mama ain't Larsa Pippen either. But I'm just saying if she was.
When Malik Beasley money run out, he ain't about to get another contract. When his money run out, she's going to leave him.
Well, they're not
And she's
together.
gonna be
Malik
thought with
Beasley
somebody
married.
else.
Malik Beasley
Well,
married.
he messed with Larsa
I'm
Pippen.
saying he messed with her, but Mike, I'm saying he's not together with her. You said when his
Oh no,
money
he's not
run
together.
out,
When his money
she
run out,
ain't
she's going
gonna
to leave
affect
him
his
alone.
money. They ain't together. He probably up
Well,
getting it quitted type thing. He's
No,
married.
right. He probably about to get divorced with his wife. Malik Beasley.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Famous men get caught all the time for the same thing. So what about Tyrese and Baby Boy when his mom was getting smashed in the next room and he heard?
That's not his.
You in
That's
your mama
not.
house.
That's you and your mama house. That's her business.
But when she told him, "Mama gotta have a life too."
Yeah, mama gotta have like
Okay,
she's
but
right.
I'm saying that's what Larsa Pippen probably said.
I said she can have a life, but when you out there doing what she doing,
Oh, in the
thought with
public field.
Future, thought with the other dude out in the public, yes, you go feel some way as a son.
Yeah, Future said he did that because
But if you
was little.
if you get like the Tyrese situation, that's her
Shout out to
business.
my uncle Future. He said
And
he
it's
did that.
Larsa Pippen business,
He
but
said he
hey,
did. He smashed Larsa Pippen because Scotty ain't give him an autograph when he was younger. That was the rumor going around.
but her son,
If he
he
did
don't
that,
like
he
how
really
his
would
mom
go.
looking out
He really
there
would go.
when you still married to the dad, and he probably did come at Pippen. He probably did come at his
Don't
dad.
have business commenting on parents' lives. Yeah, facts. My kids better know.
How he grown though? He in college, right?
Yeah, I know, but I don't care if my kids get grown or not. They better know who their daddy is and what their daddy do. That's what I'm saying. So they ain't gonna be questioning either. Just like you grown, I'm grown. You out here. You heard my guys. He said you got 5 chicks that are like your 10. I got 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. I'm gonna be 50 out here. So yeah, you ain't gonna question me what I'm doing until I get put in the grave. You feel me? Do y'all think Larsa being thottish?
I mean, I agree with both sides.
I agree too. That's why I'm at. I agree with both sides. Mama gotta have like 2, but she can't be out here doing
I
all
don't
that.
know enough
You gotta
to make
respect
that
it.
distinguish because I've seen.
Now,
both
I
sides
will
of
say
it.
this. If she was doing something with one of his teammates, then that's when I would get, because Malik Beasley only, 23, 24? So it's not crazy that she could go get a Vanderbilt player because he go to Vanderbilt and she could go. Now, if she did some of his teammates, then then that's when we start to probably have an issue. Go ahead and have a life, but not with a married man. Facts, Missy. I agree with that too.
And she's been a home wreck on
Your grown
purpose.
kids can't hold you accountable.
This is it.
That's
She's
the
been
issue.
a home wreck
That's
on
the issue.
purpose for sure.
Shamika, they could, holding me accountable for what though? If I'm single and I'm out here living my life, you
She
ain't
not
holding me accountable.
single.
No, but Shamika said hold you accountable. She is single, Mike. That's
She
why.
married.
That's why I hate marriage. They probably just haven't gotten divorced yet. But obviously, they're separated. Unless Scottie Pippen is that much of a sap, okay, that he be on TV and your wife is
No,
on TV.
Scottie
with
Pippen
other men.
probably trying to protect herself because he know she probably about to get half for what he got.
How if she out cheating? If they married still, they together.
Well,
and we see her. We
right,
understand
he's
the
an
woman.
obsessive cheat, I bet too.
But my point is,
So it's like she's probably going to get half. So Scotty probably like, damn.
But my
I may
point,
have
but
to
that's
try
my
to
point.
ride
Is
this out.
but that's my point with to Shamika's thing. You can't hold them. You only hold your parents accountable when something wrong is being done. And what I'm saying is, there's no wrongdoings on her point, so there's no thing to hold her accountable on. I'm saying if she want to have sex with 20 men in a month, that's on her. To me, holding somebody accountable is like, okay, you cheated in this relationship. I'm not going to let you sit and act like it was my dad's fault to the media. No, I'm going to hold you accountable. But if you out here doing your thing and they separated or single, whatever it is,
I agree with
So
Shamika, man.
married.
She messed with a married man and she's still married.
the fact that she's messing with a married man is bad. Pops, the sports section will be coming on in the next 20 minutes. In the next 20 minutes, we'll be on the sports section. He said,
We want that
"What's on the
sport.
section of the show."
Give me that
So
sport.
next 20 minutes. But yes, the married man part that she messed with a married man is more of an issue to me, because that's why I hate marriage. Because people be broke up for 2 years, don't even be living together, be living in different houses, be going through a separation, and then mugs want to say you still married. No, she not married to me no more. Legally, whatever y'all want to say about the courts, yeah. But we haven't been together for 2 years. I haven't touched her. She been living in a whole different house. Man, we not married. That marriage is over. I don't care what no
Yeah,
paper
Scotty
say.
need to
I ain't finna not
try
mess
to
with
the
no
game,
women.
man.
I'm not finna not mess with no women if we haven't messed together in 2 years. You ain't gonna tell no one because the papers ain't finalized. And now with COVID happening, we don't know what the courts done pushed back. Yeah, okay.
Well, I guess he just
Yeah,
let his
love
mama be a thought
What was
bitch.
right there? Love that one.
Let his mama be a thought gold digger.
Let her be a little Tatiana, huh?
A thought gold digger, basically. But
Dang,
yeah,
somebody got
I don't like
thought
talking about thought gold diggers. But what's the next time?
You so in.
I just don't
Who
like
else
Larsa
thought
Pippen.
gold digger?
She's a home wrecker, man. That's annoying.
That she home. That she.
Yeah,
wrecking
she a
homes.
home wrecker. Yeah.
You don't like home wreckers, huh?
No, especially her.
That's true.
For real, I just don't like her.
I
Sorry.
feel you. Divorce. I feel you, Auntie. That's what I'm saying. Divorce.
She needs some milk.
She a gold digger.
She had some milk.
She had
Milk.
And we ain't talking about 1% or 2%.
And all these dudes go play her like
Oh.
Future, Malik Beasley, and they all go play her. Ain't nobody trying to. They know
Yeah,
something she
right.
went through with Pippen.
They don't like you. Stop acting like they turned a relationship with it. You talking about he gonna play her. Dude, he only was with her to probably get some. He has a whole wife. He doesn't want to be with her.
Dude,
Like-
Malik Beasley probably want to be with her. I
Oh
wouldn't
my
be,
God.
for real. He kicked his wife and daughter out. I don't know if that's true. I don't listen to like journalists and stuff. It
That's
was
what they
reported,
said.
but
What I'm saying
I don't know
like
if
this
he did all that.
No smart man would want to be with her, like you said, when they see what she's doing, and then they have the money to back it up. You don't want to be with her. When I overheard you guys talking
Oh,
about
Scotty.
I thought you guys would discuss sports. No, Pops, it's sports going on, but not with
Okay.
Scotty. They playing his wife.
Malik probably is married. He just out here doing what he do. Doing what most NBA players do. So
That's where he was. That's what his wife probably might leave him now because I heard about that story that he was out here cheating with a model. Man. Well, let's talk about that celebrity life because celebrity lifestyle is a lot different from us regular people.
it is.
That don't, you know,
baby.
that
What happened, little baby?
that ain't everywhere and they got all this money. Oh yeah, little baby. He had sex with the real Miss London.
Oh yeah, you paid that $6 right.
Yeah, she thicker than the stick. Everybody on
He said
Facebook.
she thinking
Man,
it's thick.
everybody on Facebook talking about some look at her face, men do anything. Man, they lying. Because before Lil Baby came out, before that came out with Lil Baby, everybody's watching Miss London on Pornhub. On Instagram, you follow her, and I'm telling you, she's
Push the
stacker
Lord
than that, okay?
Check
She
that out.
thicker than a Snicker.
Don't check that out.
Lord, yes, Lord, Miss London, the real Miss London.
This nigga said, go ahead. Ooh. Pornhub that girl.
Lord Jesus. Pornhub, you know, all that. Miss London, the real Miss London. That's her name on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, I love her too.
I love her too.
What's the score? 10-10? We need the Chargers to win tonight. I need the Chargers to win
Why?
tonight. Because our playoff hopes are still intact.
Oh, God.
Little
But,
trip. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Okay, Mike, if you was a celebrity, Rod, shut up. I'm dead serious, cuzzo. Like, I ain't playing. I'm dead serious. The real Miss London, she's stacked, okay? Stacked cakes. You feel me? And everybody on here trying to talk about she ugly. Most normal dudes know that they cracking right away. I've been seeing dudes post that like, dudes will do anything. Dudes will do anything. What, you got a picture of her?
That's the camera right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a horrible
show the
camera.
people
So
the
LeBron's mom. Alvin, sorry for not answering that. Yes, she was tripping.
Was LeBron mom? That's the real Miss London, y'all. Yeah,
LeBron mom was
Courteous
out of.
Carter.
She was bogus.
that's the real Miss London.
That's Miss London.
Yes.
You can't even see her face. She blurry.
Mhm.
She got titties and booty. That's all y'all need.
That's all you need. No greed. That's all that you need. You feel me? Miss London. But anyways, let's go to the
You
next
got
topic.
lighter.
If you was a celebrity, how would you want to be treated?
Can't smoke down here, bro.
If I'm a celebrity, like I said, if I became
Would you want
famous,
the paparazzi? What I mean by like, would you want the
Paparazzi.
paparazzi to follow you? How much privacy would you want? How much attention would you want?
see,
How would you want?
it sound. I think I would be kind of like Kendrick low-key, just out. I would
Or
like
you'd be like,
want
you would be like Kawhi.
Yeah, I would be like Kawhi because I don't want all the paparazzi around me. I think I would be low key if I was famous. People think being famous is like it's all glamorous and stuff because they get all the glamour and stuff. They get all the attention on like TV and stuff. But I bet being famous take a toll on you for real though because that stuff gets annoying after a while. So for me, I'd be a low key famous person like a Kawhi. For me, you know I'm low key, but I know you would like the attention.
Well, for me, it all depends. You know, if it's an event coming, you already know we finna show up 30 deep. We're finna be in there turned up. The camera's gonna be on us. It's a party. You already know. But in my normal everyday life, when I'm chilling, if I'm just going to get groceries, I'll do a few autographs for the kids. But no, I don't want cameras in my face. I don't want it to be like a party on a Monday when I'm just at the grocery store. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you already know where I'm at. Cameras on. I want all the fame. Until
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't.
cool with fame.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
That's what I'm saying. I want all the fame as well too. When the camera's on, boom, put them on.
Agree, DC.
But when I'm on
I'm
when
low
I'm-
key.
When I'm
Making
in
money.
my normal everyday life, when I'm in my normal everyday life, I want to be kind of like just a normal everyday person. Like I'm saying, I want to be, if I'm at the mall shopping with my kids and my family, I don't want everybody to be coming up to me like, and I got a line of 100 people for autographs. A few autographs here and there, yeah, I'll do that. Like I said, especially for the kids, I'll do that. You know, because like I said, when I was a kid, y'all remember me and James at the Mall of America, Corey Brewer, around Christmas time, his bodyguard was like, no, man, like, man, no, let him through. He signed my autograph. That's something I would do. You know, that's, hey, Chris,
What's
happy
up, Chris?
belated birthday to my cousin slash
Happy belated
auntie.
birthday.
Because Chris is like my auntie. She would come get us every summer and take us to Cincinnati. Happy belated birthday, Chris. So thanks for tuning in. It's the first time I seen
The
Chris.
thing about
I'm
coming being
glad
famous
you're
too,
here.
you gotta deal with
I'll be like I am now. Share what I want to share the world right now.
being famous. You gotta deal with
Facts,
haters.
right,
And you
facts.
gotta deal with super fans or haters.
Well, you gotta deal with
That's the
haters,
thing.
not being famous.
Yeah, not being famous, but what I'm saying is it'll go crazy.
They gonna hate on
Yeah.
us for doing this.
It'll go times
You feel
20.
me? They gonna hate on us
Oh
for doing
yeah,
this.
you always gonna have haters for sure. But what
Well,
I'm
I
saying,
feel
it'll go times 20. You will have both sides of it. And one thing Charlamagne say, when you look at one negative comment, you think that's what everybody think about you and stuff. And then like when you have the super fan, well,
See, not me though. Like even though like how y'all say I hate on LeBron, I'm saying a lot of people show that man love. Like,
show
they
him love too,
So-
though. But you see the hating more.
Yeah,
Like you would see the negative stuff before you see all the love. For real,
I think it's about
when you
half
see
and
the
half.
when you see the love, you cool. But when you see somebody say something negative about you, you kind of look at that wrong. Like for real, I really do think that.
Well, you
When
look at it.
You look at
you
the
look at it-
the hating stuff
See,
is
the
way
way I look at it now is I look at
with
it
a
as, as soon as you say
microscope.
to me, when people say hating stuff, and if it kind of matches up with me, like, okay, I know I need to work on that person, they say stuff like that, I'll take it in stride, be like, okay, even they see that, so I got to work on it. But if it's something that somebody don't even know me, and they just make an assumption about it, and I know that that's not me, it don't affect me at all. So if somebody say like, Rod is very, very shallow and only about self. Like I wouldn't even get mad because I know that's just not me. Like, and anybody that know me know that I'm not a selfish person. I'm not only about self. So that's what I'm saying. Like that type of stuff wouldn't get me mad. But if it was, like I said, if it was something that I was working on and somebody else seen it and it was kind of in a negative way, it would make me think about have my own subconscious and go, damn, I really do need to work on that a lot quicker, a lot sooner than I was planning on to, because damn, even people from the outside that don't know me, that don't even know me outside of the internet or on TV or wherever they saw me from, they even saying this. So it must be something to the truth. But if it ain't true, like my man, shout out to my man Leo, if it don't apply, let it fly. Or like my mama used to say something like that. I forgot what her saying is, but shout out to my man for that saying, because that saying sticks with me. If it don't apply to me, I don't get affected by it. So if women start talking about, I hate men that cheat or men that beat on women, well, I don't get mad about you saying that because I know I don't beat on women. I'm not gonna say the cheating part. I'm just playing. I don't cheat either. I'm not in a relationship, but I don't cheat either. So like those type of things don't get me mad. You know what I'm saying? What get me mad though is that video we saw last week with that gold digger with a dude had to set her ass straight. That's the type of stuff that get me mad.
Oh.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't control how people act when they see you. Whenever I'm out, I'm signing autographs. These are the people who support me. Facts, Lil G. You know how we
90% of this world is just reacting. Only 10% really action.
Yeah.
Do something. And then they gonna react.
Facts.
Yeah, no, I agree with the side of autograph stuff, but if you're doing that every night and stuff, some nights you're like, man, I don't feel like doing it. Then people think you're an asshole. Like you may come to that game where like Michael Jordan don't sign your autograph. Like he's an asshole, but it's like, do you understand? He just signed probably like I said 300-400 the night before. He probably just want to chill. He probably messed up his ankle this game. So
but that's the thing. Autographs for me, like I said, especially for the kids, it's non-negotiable because it's like I wouldn't have been famous if it wasn't for y'all. Like Michael Jordan, like
no, that's true.
Like you get tired about the
but you do so much though. You do so much.
But what I'm saying, Mike, is what much do you do? Because yeah, you do a lot of your own job on the court, but you do a lot at your job, and don't nobody praise you like we praise Michael
I know,
Jordan.
but every night, Rob, if you mess up your ankle, you mad over a loss. You like, man, I ain't trying to sign autographs tonight, low key. It's wrong, but you just never know because they do it every
what
night.
What I'm saying is about sports. I don't think NBA players get mad over losses like that because you learn at our ages, like at a youth age, how to lose and how.
No, but you do see
court.
something like on Twitter when they see the player like leaving people on the cameras, then like it'll be people holding autographs.
Yeah.
Sometimes NBA players do it. Sometimes
Well,
they go
it's
straight
a
to the
time to
bus,
draw autographs.
and it's like
Well, yeah, Steve Nash did that to us when I was in Minnesota. Mari gave me his autograph. And
Some
Steve
people
Nash
do it,
went
some
straight to
people
the
not.
bus and
But
just
maybe
waited.
the next night, Steve Nash probably did 500.
And I didn't have no aura against Steve Nash for not giving autographs. I get it. You don't want to go around the whole thing and it's cold in Minnesota. I'm not saying nobody's obligated to give autographs, but what I'm just saying is I look at it as this. Like on this podcast right now, this thing would not be a thing without the people.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm saying is the little 200 signatures that I write, and it's not even my real signatures, like the R and the B and the R at the end of my name. That to me is just a small amount of time of what really is the bigger picture. Regardless of what's going on in my life, it's just like leaving your life at the front door when you go into work. If you came in and saw your wife getting smashed or your kid busted their head, when you go to work, your boss might have sympathy for you, but they don't want to hear about that the whole work day. They want you to come in there and
I agree. The little 200 for all the people support you. They're really a big reason that you're rich and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that. It's a part of the job to me.
It is.
It's a big part of the job to me.
What's a part of the job? Signing autographs.
Connecting with your people. The same people that put food in your household and money in your pocket. Because I'm gonna tell you this: NBA players get the contracts. Yes, they got the basketball skill, but let's be real. They get their money based off of the people.
Yeah. Fans are a big part of it. I'm not saying
like,
they should, but I'm saying some nights. Like I said, some nights it's going to be a fan that's going to hate you that was a big fan of yours and that they didn't sign their autograph because they didn't want to that night.
Well, they might.
And I'm cool with it as an adult.
Of course,
I'm cool with it as a kid. I'm as an adult. I'm like, man,
of course they might hate you.
sometimes
But most recent people gonna understand. But the only way I'm not saying I'm sick and then I play the game or I'm not feeling good. But like,
yeah, but what if you're on tour like a lot of NBA players? Maybe you sign 1,000 autographs, and the next day it's like, dude, I kind of want to chill on this vacation. When you like touring for Nike and stuff for all over China, you probably just signed 1,000 autographs yesterday. And it's like maybe I don't want to do it today.
The thing is, Mike, nobody's gonna sign 1,000 autographs a day.
Maybe sometimes they do though.
I'm saying LeBron James thought his normal day. I'm pretty sure he don't sign.
No, he probably don't. But when they touring stuff, when you look at like when they show they like vlogs when they touring, they go different cities. They be signing hella autographs.
That's my thing is this, and this is why I get so mad about people who do make that much money, professional athletes. That is one part of your day. Like today, I went to work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sometimes they only got to make appearances for 2 hours. Then for the rest of the day, their schedule is open. So if you don't want to be in a public
sometimes the athletes and like entertainment stuff schedules be like packed low key for real. They don't really do a lot. They make it look easy and it look glamorous because it's on TV.
What I'm saying is, Mike, they can build up their own schedule. Like LeBron James' schedule ain't packed. LeBron James ain't taking on Mike, but what I'm saying is he's taking on things that he wants to take on. LeBron's not taking on anything he don't want to take on.
No, but he do get obligations like Nike and stuff like Kyrie and them. When Kyrie was blogging, he had hella obligations when he went to China.
Right now.
Even LeBron and Jordan. Jordan was mad at the Olympics when he had obligations with Nike and stuff.
Mike,
and Jordan just wanted to golf all day.
Back then when they sent me LeBron been in the league for 18
but
years.
I'm saying you saw when Jordan was mad on Last Dance.
That's the Olympics was in 92. Jordan came in the league at 85. I'm saying right now I could guarantee you LeBron James ain't doing what Paul George, Kyrie and them doing for Nike. LeBron ain't doing that. LeBron has his own line of LeBron. Literally is about to be Jordan. He has his own line of LeBron. He's not doing what Kyrie and them is doing. LeBron, I'm telling you, I know this for a fact that LeBron is only taking things that he wants to take.
I understand both sides of it.
He has that ability now. Like he's LeBron. Kyrie's not LeBron. Paul George is not LeBron. Everybody's not Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry with Under Armour.
Well, no, Steph Curry is like LeBron with Under Armour.
So what I'm telling you is, whatever they want to do, they'll do it. And if they got to do something, it goes around their schedule. But you're right. When they came in, you got to conform. You got to capitulate, like Stephen A. was saying, to those rules.
But even like Eminem in 2000, the Marshall Mathers LP in the song "The Way I Am," he was saying like, when I'm out with my daughter, and son, I don't want fans coming to me while I'm eating for autographs. Like I'll do it another time, maybe another time. But then his fans probably thought he was a little hoe for that. But it's like sometimes you just when you out doing stuff, fans you respect you too. I know fans support you, but
that's what that degree did for me. I got an inside scoop. You don't play me.
Nah, his stuff ain't fact.
It's fact.
They definitely
I don't know where to stop, nigga. This shit just gonna stop. I'm trying to stop it when y'all niggas stop talking.
Oh,
here we go. Let's stop. Okay, right now.
I got inside people. I got inside people. Y'all don't question my sources. Y'all watching my show, questioning my sources. That ain't
question them, y'all. He don't know for a fact.
That ain't what's gangster. Like I told y'all, LeBron ain't taking nothing on his plate that he don't want to take. Okay, and I don't even like the dude, but I'll
No,
tell
he
you
definitely control most of it. A lot of big players control most of their
just
schedule.
like
but
let's
they
go
have
music.
obligations, believe it
Just
or
like
not.
Jay-Z. You think that Jay-Z doing stuff that like these new rappers doing?
No, they're
Hell
not doing it to the same extent, but they have certain obligations of certain
What obligations? The same obligations that's
Like I
paying
said,
them
LeBron-
$500 million. They got to show up for 3 hours, make an appearance. I wish I could show up for 3 hours and make $100 million. I show up for 10 hours now
Don't get me wrong,
and don't even make.
being
My
famous
God.
and having money is probably nice lifestyle, but their lives ain't as glamorous as you think on TV.
I
They
didn't say
gotta
every
go through a
famous
lot.
person DC.
Like even like how Stephen M have to go like an hour through
I'll
makeup
tell you
and
this.
shit. It's like
I'll
I'm
tell
trying
you
to go
this.
through that.
I'll tell you
Like I
this,
don't want
Mike.
to go through
I'll
that.
tell
So
you
it's
this.
like
I
famous
hate
is
when
harder
people
than you
come make
think.
excuses for them. It's not as hard. as
I'm
you
not making
think. I'm
excuses.
saying I guarantee you, no famous person want to trade their life for my life.
Of course, I said.
I'm saying
of course.
their life is not that hard. Let somebody sit there and put makeup on you.
No, they grind. Don't think they don't grind.
I'm not saying they don't grind, but Mike, this
They
is
work for
what
that life.
Stephen A. and Max do. To me, this ain't hard. This is enjoyable. I mean, it
No,
is.
Rod,
I mean,
they gotta go
Mike,
through guidelines and stuff.
time out. You keep saying guidelines. No, they really don't, Mike. And they work for a whole company like me and you. We research these stats. They have somebody to go find them what happened in
Dude,
the
they
NBA
like
finals.
no, they have to go through hella meetings and stuff. They got to get the
Wow,
makeup done
meeting.
for like an hour.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, I would like that
Wow.
life too,
Look
but
up
it's like
Stephen
it
A.
ain't
salary.
as easy as you think.
I was in the
His salary is
Mike, I
nice.
was in the meeting yesterday for 2 hours.
Bro, they
and
be
then
working
learned
Steve Day like a slave.
I-
He be having to do some.
Oh my
other things
God!
he
He got to work like a slave because he get to go to the Lakers and the Clippers game for free. For free, courtside. He's working like a slave. Come on, Mike, stop it. He's not working like I'm working like a
Don't-
slave. I'm working like a slave. That nigga's not working like a slave. You just say he's working like a slave because he's sitting courtside, covering the game, and yeah, he might get home at midnight.
He probably got.
So what?
Back then, he used to have to write a piece on it, and there's
Oh
probably a
my
deadline
God.
on it.
He got
Bro,
to write a
that's
story
not
about the
easy
game
like
he
you
was at.
think for real.
That's Mike.
It looks
Mike.
glamorous stuff. The money
That's
is
like-
nice.
Mike, I was a
He
B-writer
get
for
a certain
UNB.
lifestyle.
Mike-
Famous people get a certain lifestyle, and that's what's
But
the
Mike,
glamorous
time
part
out.
of it.
But don't tell
But
me
the
it's not
actual
easy to
work
write a
and the
recap for
easiest-
a basketball game. I did that in college for our basketball team, and I didn't get paid.
Right.
And I didn't get paid.
Right, it ain't that cut dry like you
What?
think, Rod. Famous
What?
people gotta go through more than you think.
No, they don't.
Like they get to live a certain lifestyle that we don't get to live for sure, and that's the good part that I would like too.
I'm not
But
saying it's not
saying
harder, Ray. They got certain stuff that we get, but y'all act like their life is harder than ours because they famous. No, that does not make your life hard because it's famous. Yes, they got stuff like you got kids. You
Well,
got school. They-
to be fair, a
What I'm
lot
telling
of
you
famous people do love what they do
What
too,
I'm
though.
telling you
They
is,
love what
when
they
I-
do, so it's
the
not
way
work.
y'all
to them.
using harder than I think. No, I'm not. I'm not sitting here saying their life is easy.
Dude,
that
like
nobody
Kevin
has.
Hart, Kevin Hart be putting in
Hold
work.
on, I'm
He
not
gotta
saying
work
that.
for
I'm not
movies
saying
and
that
stuff.
nobody don't got harder life. But when y'all sit here and try to tell me that Kevin Hart life is harder than mine, no,
Right,
I'm
Kevin
not
Hart
going
have
for
to.
none
He
of
have
that.
to memorize
I'm
like
not-
a whole script.
I'm not
That
going
stuff
for-
ain't
I'm
easy.
not going for none of that because if his life was so much harder, then why would he want to trade lives with me? And don't
Well,
just
right,
say
he
money. Don't just say money. If his life was that much harder, minus the money, why would
Right,
he
now
want to
you
trade
being
lives?
OC.
No,
You talking about trading lives and stuff. That don't mean that your life is hard just because you want to trade lives with somebody.
man, their life ain't hard, Mike.
Like,
Get all
dude,
that money. They
Memorizing
make
the
it
whole
hard.
script is not easy.
I did it in 8th grade.
Bro, you didn't do no script for a whole movie in 8th grade.
I was
Stop
in the
that
play
shit.
and I had over 150 lines. I had over 150 lines. Can
This
you,
dude said 150 lines. The whole script is not 150
Mike,
lines.
first off, time out.
You didn't do a whole movie.
Mike,
Rod.
first
Stop.
off-
I'm looking at 3 movies.
Mike, first off, 150 lines in a play is in the movie. They rehearsed that movie.
They got and Rod,
Time
they got to
Time
work
out.
out pay bills
Time out.
too.
Before,
Take care of family.
wait,
Like,
before you
it's
keep
not
going, talking about a play,
More
Mike,
money
a
gonna
movie.
come.
They rehearsed a movie for like a whole year or two. We had to rehearse that play in 2 months. They
Rod,
rehearsed a movie.
stop it.
James,
A play and a
James,
movie is two different
James,
things.
he just tried to say that I wouldn't be able to remember lines from a
I
movie.
didn't say you wouldn't be able to do it. What I'm saying is he has to remember the whole script. That's not easy.
That's
I
not-
never said you wouldn't
Mike,
be able
that's
to
not
do it.
hard.
You can do a lot more things you can do. What I'm saying is it wouldn't be Rod. You think it's not hard.
Mike,
if you ever get famous,
To
you will
remember
see.
lines from a
you will
movie is
see
not
what I'm
hard.
talking
When that's
about.
all you got to do is study. When all you got to do is study the lines of a movie, that's not hard. When that's your only job,
Rod, no, he got business and stuff. Kevin Hart do a lot of stuff.
Mike. When he in the man,
He got to memorize shit
Mike,
for a stand-up
when he-
shit. Like
Mike,
he
when he
loved.
in a
The
big-
thing is, he
Mike,
loved
when
it.
he
He
in a
got
big-
money.
Mike, when he in a big cinema presentation, a big movie that's coming out that
Like DC said about making an album.
when we look,
I would
this
know
is my
how,
thing.
but a lot of artists say this. Like
This
it's
is my-
hard to make an album. That's just
This
taxing.
is my thing. When Kevin Hart is making a movie that we all gonna go to a movie theater and see, okay, we're all gonna go there and see. Not no little small project you put together. That we're all gonna go there and see. What I'm telling you is that's what I'm trying to tell Mike. When they have a job that they have to focus on, all that other stuff y'all talking about, for that point when you're making a movie, they are away from a lot of stuff. They're on the scene of the set of making that movie, and that's all they're doing for a large part of months. So to tell me that that's hard, when that's like saying a basketball job, all you gotta do is practice basketball a day. I wish I could play basketball.
NBA is
7
hard.
a.m.
NBA is hard to keep your job. LeBron and them put in work. They get to do it what they love, but dude, they
get
get
to
work
play
all day.
basketball
I know. Chris Paul said he loves his job, but it's still hard
That's
to
hard.
keep his spot
Why
to be a
can't
top
you know
point
why
guard.
you like if you could do that, you could do that. But you know why you can't play basketball all day? Because you gotta go work at Best Buy corporate. You gotta come home and take care of your kids. You gotta do all of that, so you can't just focus on basketball. But if your job was basketball instead of Best Buy, you would be able to practice basketball from 7 to 3 in the
Dude,
morning. Easily. What?
Right. No, it's not. What I'm saying is the hard part is you got to keep your job too. LeBron done put in work. They got to keep up
You
with
don't
their
gotta keep
body.
your job
They
every
got to
day?
sacrifice.
You don't gotta
What
keep
I'm
your
saying- but
job?
what I'm saying, yes, I got to keep my job. But what I'm saying is they got to put in work.
Thank
They
you,
gotta-
Julian. Julian was in the play last year. He played Malcolm X. Doing a play is much harder than a movie. Everybody will tell
Julian
you that.
did a movie. I did a play before.
Even actors will tell you
But
that.
I did a play in second grade.
Ask Kevin Hart.
I did a play in second
A play
grade.
is harder than a movie because
Julian,
a
have
movie,
you ever
You
did a
have to be
movie?
live in the play.
A movie, like, you can be
cut.
impromptu.
You
you
can
can improvise a play. Any actor, Kevin Hart will tell you himself that a live
Well,
Broadway
I'm not saying the play is easy,
harder
but
than a
dude,
movie.
remember the script is still hard though. Like
Not if you got to study it. Like,
No.
I thought I was going to be able to remember the script in 8th grade, and I remembered 175 lines. That is not
dude, the
easy.
second grade I had to play too though.
But you didn't have 175
No, I
lines.
didn't have
Mike.
175
I had
lines.
100. I had the third most lines in the play, and I didn't think I was going to remember because I played. Like, I just told y'all the story. I played basketball. I had school, and then I had the play, and I
Right.
remember every single line of that
Being
play.
famous
It's
ain't
not
easy
hard.
like you would think.
It's not hard.
They grind and put in
That's
work.
just like saying. That's just
They
like
grind
saying.
and put in work. Don't think they don't.
Calculus is hard before you get to calculus and study for it. Once you get there and study for it, it's
I
not
just
hard.
disagree with you because being famous ain't easy like you think. It's a nice, glamorous life that it looks. They getting the money, they get to live a certain lifestyle, but it's not as easy as you think. So that's one thing.
Ray, but she got the practice.
You can say you can cut stuff, but it's still people. You don't want to just cut all day. You still got to memorize the lines, though. You still got to act a certain way.
DC, you get to NBA in the NFL because you practice, you train, and you know the people get to NBA. They got parents that have the resources to allow them to do that. I had to get a
some
job.
people don't get resources.
I had to get a. Some people don't, but I had to get a
You
job.
think LeBron had resources?
Mike LeBron had coaches that
You
paid
think
for my
Sebastian Telfair had resources?
Mike, once you get that good, yes, you have people to pay for you. We know players that coaches pay for them, that their parents don't have the money. But what I'm saying,
Were they good? Were they good? So you get the you don't.
Mike,
You still
everybody's
get the
not good at
resources.
8 or 9.
Telfair
You just
didn't
see
have the
something.
resources.
Some people are like 8 or 9. I know people that had coaches pick them up. They did it for me, and I wasn't even Sebastian.
Yeah, Michael Jackson life wasn't easy. Like, dude, that stuff is hard. What you mean? Oh my God, it's not easy like you think to perfect your craft. The difference is a lot of famous people might do what they love.
Y'all just giving them a cop.
Nobody giving no cop
crazy.
out.
They go crazy.
You just going by the glamorous life they live, the money they get. Yes, that's a nice.
To me, anything that you want
that's
to
nice
do,
for the lifestyle. They
anything
can live a certain
that you
lifestyle
wanna
that we
do,
don't.
life is not easy for nobody. That's my point. Life is not easy for nobody. But if you want to do that profession, I don't want you to sit here and try to tell me being a star is hard. Being a star is hard because I'm gonna tell you, being a poor person, an average person, is hard. The hell? Like, that's all I'm saying. You're like being a star is that
being a
hard.
star, you gotta know
Being
how
a regular
to,
person.
you gotta know how to keep that money too, though, because more money.
And you gotta know how to keep your money, Mike.
I gotta know how to keep my money. But I'm saying they gotta
No,
know how to.
Mike, that's not true.
They like to say easy.
Mike, they can get one big contract and be set for the rest of their life. You can't
But
get
Rod,
one big check from Best Buy Corporate and
No,
be set for the
Rod,
rest of
don't
their life.
think, but Rod, like Kevin
What?
Hart said, Kevin Hart got a lot of money, but he has to pay a lot of people's bills, so he gotta work.
He don't have to
hard.
do that. He chose to do that.
He said he gotta work
Mike,
harder
LeBron
than
James could have settled his ass when he got that $90 million contract and still sitting on that money today. Stop it. Stop it.
No, he just can't sit on that money because what type of expenses he get?
He can
Rod, rich people, their expenses go up too, though.
Mike, that's something you choose to do. That doesn't make that
Rod, if you
like
got
that.
rich, don't think you just gonna be saving money like that. Don't just think you're gonna be saving your money
Mike,
like that.
when you're
Everybody
rich-
said, if I was rich, I
Time
would
out.
do. No,
First
your
off,
lifestyle goes up.
The people who make money are the rich people because they can make more money. The more money you have, you can make more money. You can make more money. So you're not just sitting on that money. Like if I had 90 million, I would just say, I can make more money because other people would be making my money. I would
First of all,
invest
he's just
that
not getting 90 million.
He got 90 million from a shoe contract.
No. 90 million.
From Nike.
He got 90 million. I mean, he didn't get 90 million. His contract was 90 million. Don't forget taxes. Don't forget you got to
Okay, I
take
think
out
that. Okay, my bad. He got like what 60.
He'll probably get about between
Mike,
55
I can
and
live
60
on
million.
5 million.
But what's
and
his
my family
expenses?
can't right now.
What's his expenses though?
That's his choice. That doesn't.
Is it,
feel
but
like
Rod,
it's
if you
that's
get
his choice.
90 million, you're not about to buy a big house.
Mike, that's his choice.
You're not about to buy a big
You
house.
you just said buy it, so you don't got to pay nothing on the year. You own it. You buy it.
A lot of
You buy
people get
outright.
mortgages. A
You
lot
buy
of people
outright.
get
Why
mortgages
would you
when they're
get
rich.
mortgages?
A lot of
Why?
people lease cars.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
People lease cars
Why?
and stuff.
Why have you got 90
Because-
million and I could buy it? Why would I rent it? If I could buy this studio, why would I rent it? I can buy it. It's mine. I own it. That makes
What rich
no
folks say
sense.
they'd rather be broke?
I hear rich folks say they'd rather be broke. Thank you, Julia, because they wouldn't. And their life would not be hard.
Wait,
Their life is not harder.
You say they like
Because
not
they're
hard.
rich.
Why? They work hard too, though, to keep their money.
I didn't say they don't work hard.
Don't think you
That
just
is
get
not what
90
I'm
million, you
saying.
just go sit
That
on that.
That's not what I'm saying, that they don't work hard. Y'all are taking my words and using it.
You
But
taking
I never
my
said-
words.
No, I never said they don't work hard, but I'm saying I don't think their life is as hard. When their life become hard, that's because they bring it on themselves. Celebrities bring certain things on themselves to make their life harder. That is my point.
Dude,
Their life
if
is
you
not
get
just
90
naturally
million, you just
hard.
ain't about to, your lifestyle, your expenses ain't
Like
about
what?
to be the same.
Michael Jackson
as
life
what you
wasn't
are
hard.
now.
Nobody told him to have kids. He wasn't giving them warm milk and touching them. He did that.
Michael
Nobody
Jackson,
told him to do
Michael
that.
Jackson had to make an album.
Mike, nobody
Making albums is not as
make
easy
that,
as
Mike,
you think.
make the album. Nobody
What you
told
mean
you
just
to do
make the
that.
album?
Mike, nobody
You gotta
told-
be creative,
Mike,
Rob.
nobody told you to go to extra stuff. What else did he have to do, Mike? Did he have to wait
What
the
you mean
album?
else he have to do?
Talk about, they have to go make the album, go work at Hardee's, go work at Sport Radar, then go work at the school? No.
Nope, he
don't
probably,
have to
he
make
probably
the
had to
album.
go talk to this marketing firm.
After
He
he
probably
made-
had to go talk to this advertising firm.
After he made his album, Mike.
What you mean after he made his album?
Mike,
They
when
just
they
used
have
to
a
make your
Mike,
album.
when they have a project, that is their project. They don't have other work that they're doing.
You
right
probably had to go promo that video. Think what's the name? The black and white video. You probably had to go promo that video.
now. Also, the album was done then.
It probably
If
wasn't
you
done.
promo
But
the video, the album
well,
done.
the album had to be done because you're not promoting the promo on the video.
So the album done though. If you promo the video, the
No,
album
no.
done.
Some people videos scenes come out before they done with the album.
Okay, so he went to go promote the video. He simultaneously working. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo.
That's
He
not easy,
simultaneously
right?
working.
It's not
He would
easy.
go promote the video, and then after the video's done, he could go work on his album. But you know, after I get off work at this job, I got to go to this job. Then I got to go to this
Right.
job. Stop it.
Don't think rich people. A lot of rich people have been broke before. Don't think it's hard for them to get
That's
over that
their
money.
choice. That is their choice. A lot of
It
broke
is your
people-
choice.
A lot of broke people
Yes,
have
it's
been
your
broke.
choice. You broke too.
No, it's
It's
not.
our choice. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's our choice. We broke too. Yes, it is.
Everybody
What
knows
you
it.
mean? No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's not our choice.
I,
to be broke.
it is. Yes, it is our choice that we broke.
It's your
Just
choice
because
that
they
you
worked hard and got rich.
I see what both.
LeBron
Yeah.
6'8". How, Mike? If you were
Right.
6'8",
There's a lot of people
Time out.
6'8" they go to the league.
Well, no, let's not.
There's
say
a lot of
that.
people 6'8" they
Let's
go
not
to
say
the
like
league.
that. 6'8" is not an average height. First of all, that's an abnormal height. But what I'm saying is, if you take the amount of 6'8" people that play basketball, I guarantee you more than not get a chance to go to the league.
Your chances are better, but
They
just
get a
because you're
six,
6'8", you
yeah.
don't automatically go to the league. Your chances are higher.
LeBron James is 6'8". If I was 6'8", you talking about his work ethic? He was 6'8", and then yes, he grew into that body, and then he was just better than everybody else. For LeBron, for some people, Mike, it's
LeBron,
God-given
but I'm saying
ability.
it's a lot of 6'8"
But
people.
Mike, it's God-given ability before you work hard.
It's 6'8" people.
Right.
Right.
Kobe said he scored 80 as an 8th grader, Mike. That's God-given ability. That was God-given ability before he got good.
Kobe, a lot of people score 80 as
That's
a
my
grade.
point. That is God-given ability before he got good.
Right. It's people, it's that casual score 90
So
in
don't
the
give.
league.
I'm
Like,
saying don't give. What I'm saying, Mike, is stop giving the normal person credit like they're just better because they became rich. What I'm telling you is sometimes you become rich based off of opportunity, chances.
Kevin
or
Hart
some
grinded.
resources.
Kevin Hart grinded. He was grinding through them what's the name? He was grinding in comedy clubs and stuff. His stuff wasn't just easy.
Thank you, Julie. He just said it's our fault we're broke. No, it is not our fault we're broke.
Yes, I did, Julie. Yes, it
In
is.
some cases.
In some cases, we
In
can
some
grind
cases.
just like they can grind. So what are you talking about, Julie?
But Mike, what
We
about
can
people
grind
that's
just like
grinding
they
now?
grind.
That's
Right.
still broke.
What you
Because
mean
our
that's
bosses
still
ain't
broke?
billionaires.
Dude,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people
yeah.
grinded and get money.
And some people grind and don't get money.
Like LeBron, don't think he just his being 6'8" and him being a man child helped him, but don't think he didn't put in work to
It
get
is
to
your
the
fault
league.
if you broke. No, it ain't.
Dude,
No, it
yes.
ain't.
What you mean? No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
Sometimes you
Mike,
might.
the average American is broke. How's that our fault?
But what's
How's
broke
that
too though? What's broke?
broke is
Broke.
broke
Some
is
people
living
making 100K to them is broke.
broke is living paycheck to paycheck.
Hey,
Oh,
some
broke is
people
not-
some
I'm
people
saying-
making 6 figures live paycheck to
No,
paycheck.
they not. Broke
What?
is not.
It's some people who got 6 figures living paycheck to
No,
paycheck
no,
because
no.
their expenses are high. It's some people who got money living paycheck to paycheck
I
because
would
their
love to see
expenses.
it.
What
I
you
would
mean you would
I
love to
would love
see
to
it?
see it.
Oh, you tripping, Rod.
Mike,
It's people living
Mike,
paycheck
NBA
to
players
paycheck.
get $300,000 game checks per game, and they have about 3 games a week. You telling me they go broke in a week? Spend
Wait,
$100?
say that again.
NBA players.
Rod, you don't know their expenses. You
Checks
don't
per
know
game.
their expenses.
They get
NBA
checks per
players,
game.
it's NBA players who went broke. Have you seen the broke?
After their career, not during their career, because you
Oh
get
yeah,
paid
during
per
your career,
check.
during your career, you probably living it up.
That's after their career, so that's like if you retired and went broke. That's not on.
Well, Julie, he had to
Like-
work for those
like
skills.
what?
He got the genetics most Americans don't. But LeBron puts in work on that basketball court.
Well, let's just
So don't just think life is just easy.
Moving on to the last real talk section topic, and we on good time because we an hour in almost. This came from our little sister. It was, it was kind of we saved it last because it was kind of gruesome. Okay, y'all, it's not gruesome, but if your wife is pregnant with your child and it's a cause that it could cause her to lose her life, if the doctor said if it was a choice between her life or the baby's life, one of them was going to die if this baby came, who are you choosing?
I agree, Shamika. But what you say? Who has the baby? The baby has
the baby is born, then the wife will die. The baby will live, or the baby has to die for the wife to live.
So it has the baby has. See, this is a tough question, man. But I'd rather love my kids and stuff. But I haven't met this kid yet. I'd rather have my wife. I guess
that's great. That's what somebody said earlier. They haven't met this kid yet.
Yeah, I'd rather have my wife. It'll hurt either way. So I know people like, "Damn, you wouldn't want your baby." It's like, no, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't want them, but if I had to choose, it'd be my wife, just because, like I say, I haven't met the baby yet.
The baby can't give you another wife.
Yeah, the baby, yeah. So it's like it would suck. It would suck both situations, but yeah, I really don't want to decide. But for the question, I would choose.
Yeah, Mika, and then Quita, that was the second part of the question. If your wife told you to if your wife decided, would you let her decide? Or would you let your wife decide? Like if she said, no, I want to die, this is the baby. Would you let her decide it?
That's a tough question. I get we'll have to talk about it. We'll have to talk about it because it'll be mainly her decision, but yeah, we have to talk about it.
Well, no, to me at this point, it wouldn't be her decision because if she died, you're gonna be left with the kids. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be left with the kids and you're gonna be left with the burden. My whole thing is, it's a sad thing in the way.
Yeah, I would tell you need to live.
I'm saying yes. I'm choosing my wife because, like you said, and like other people said earlier, you haven't met this kid yet, and not only that, you can have another baby, and yeah, it would be tough. I want my husband to choose me because I wouldn't want my child to start off in the world with the kind of law. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, without coming in without a mom and stuff. It would be
tough for that child to ever even get the full nourishment that they need because the first year or two, the child basically needs their mother. If she decides to save the child, I'll resent her dead ass for life. That's what Julie said earlier. Yeah, being that I'm not married, it almost came down to make the decision myself when I went into the. Oh, dang, Mika. Yeah, I know you could talk about this, but yeah, that would be tough, man. That would definitely be tough, man, because I would love my kid, and I would want my kid, to be alive, but we literally would just have to. Keep that kid's name or that kid's memory in our hearts and, make sure we serve him every year, her every year. But I would definitely have to choose my wife on that just because, like I said, we can make another kid and we could build something. And maybe we find out something that maybe my wife can't have kids and maybe we can adopt.
Yeah, but we just have to mourn. You would mourn for sure.
I would want my wife to raise the kids without me. I wouldn't want her. And I feel like she would probably want the same. She wouldn't want me to raise the kids without her. Like, I wouldn't want to down my wife. Like, that's just me. I speak truth. What did Julian say now? You wild as hell, Julian.
Julian is wild,
I speak truth. Oh, if she decides to save the kid, I'll resent her dead ass for life. If you die, I kill you.
But possibly on sports now.
We're about to be on sports. Yeah, we went a little bit over, y'all. We're about to be on sports.
Thanks, ladies.
I wanted y'all to do this before y'all go with the real talk section. I wanted y'all to just throw out a few different comments or topics that y'all want to be touched real quick within the next 2 minutes. Throw out some topics that y'all want to be touched on. It could be some gossip. It could be some issues. It could be a question about a relationship. Anybody, throw something in there, and we'll give y'all a minute response on it before we go into the sports section. So we're gonna give y'all till it gets to about 2 more minutes, so to about an hour and 5, and we're gonna go into the sports section. We can make another baby, but it would be extremely difficult if I had stage 4 cancer and was given a few months to live, and chemo wasn't helping, and if I was pregnant, of course, save my baby instead. All depends. Yeah, Missy, that's true, sister-in-law. It does all depends on the situation. If you're going to die anyway, well, then let her die now. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, you're right, Missy. It does depend on the situation. If you're about to die, then yeah, save the baby. But if you can get back to full health by eliminating the baby, then eliminate the baby. But you're right. It all depends on the situation. Because yeah, if she's about to die, then yeah, you might as well save the baby and not have 2 losses in that short period of time. And actually, to be on a serious note, I want to give a I said this last week about my guy Derek Cheatham, who was a good friend of mine, who was my brother. I said rest in peace to him, but I also want to say rest in peace to a classmate. I'm not gonna sit here and say we was the best of friends, but we was cool. We respected each other, and she was always genuine. She was always nice. I want to say rest in peace to Talia Nemo, and I'm praying for her family and her husband Tony Nemo and all her 6 kids. She died from a brain cancer disease, but if y'all knew Talia, which a lot of y'all know Talia, she was a nice, genuine, caring, loving lady. And I want to say, rest in peace to her, and my prayers go out to her and her family and all her friends, because I know a lot of people have been affected by this because Talia was a sweet, nice, loving person. So I want to get that out there and just show the respects that she deserved. But y'all didn't come up with no topics or no comments for the Real Talk section. I tried to do something new. We want to have the fans talk. So we want to have the fans bring stuff to us. So anything that y'all see, if y'all saw a problem in y'all relationship, it don't got to be your relationship. If y'all saw something on Facebook that y'all want to discuss, if y'all think the men are right or the women are right, put it in here and we'll talk about it. That's what we like to do. We like to give our differences, give our opinion. We want to hear from y'all. So we love y'all commenting on what we talking about, but bring up some stuff that we talk about. Top 5 R&B artists all time. Ooh, DC, you going one. R. Kelly number 1.
Yes.
R. Kelly got to be number 1. Number 2.
Yeah, R. Kelly definitely the one.
If you got friends in there, actually, for one,
that nigga know how to play.
is doing
That
singles.
nigga know how to play.
You four move?
Bring you a part of
Five.
it. Okay, wait. So if you
I was just
got a
playing.
friend,
I
if
don't
you
know what
got
the fuck
friends and they're actually a couple, but one is doing
Alright,
single
so-
things and trying to bring you a part of it, whose side are you on? This
That was
I had a
Orlando.
situation like this summer. Quick.
I did that.
I'm gonna tell you this. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. Okay. So when I say my name is Bennett and I ain't in it, I ain't talking about my cousin Vaughn or her husband Steve. But my name is Bennett and I ain't in it in the simple fact that look, you do what you do. and I'm gonna just watch, but I'm gonna let you know, like, man, look, you know what the outcome will be if you get caught up. But that ain't my business. They doing single stuff. Don't bring me a part of doing single stuff. That's on you.
No, yeah, that's why.
But I'm not gonna be the one to tell your other partner. I'm not gonna be the one to try to. You already know what you need to do and what you need not to do. I'm gonna just be that person. If you need advice, I'm gonna give you advice, but I'm gonna keep my business out of it. But yeah, Mike? What you got to say about that? If your friend is in a relationship, you know the couple, and they doing single stuff. We talked about that the Bowling Falls thing.
You can't go over with this guy, right?
Wait, what?
We can't go
That was
over
Queen's
him.
question.
Oh, Queen,
She
okay,
said-
I'm looking at you.
Yeah, she said if you got a
Okay.
friend and they're actually a couple,
But
one is doing
But I can
single
do
things and
this,
trying to
right?
bring you a part of it.
yeah.
Whose side are you
Okay,
on?
yeah,
Oh,
that's
I'm with you.
So you
It ain't my
do that.
business. It ain't my business at all. If I'm a friend, yeah, it ain't my business at all, because if you do tell them, then they may
You
not
see,
believe
Michael
you or
Jackson
something,
is
so,
versatile.
yeah.
Michael
It's-
Jackson versatile.
I'm with you. It ain't my
But
business.
and Michael Jackson considered R&B. He won R. Kelly too. But
Right.
Michael Jackson to me is versatile. He got a lot of everything. Yeah, I don't consider Michael
Yeah.
R&B.
Michael Jackson.
He versatile. He a lot of everything.
Yeah. Michael Jackson.
He what Drake is to me. He's a musician.
He's a musician.
He's literally a musician. But Shamika, I like your question. And we're about to get to the sports section, y'all. But we be going a little bit longer on sports section, so we got to give our Real Talk people some love this week. Shamika said, should you follow family tradition, or do you think starting new traditions are more effective? Shamika, I think that we should keep those family traditions strong and heavy. Like, I wish on my dad's side we get a family reunion started. But I also think as we get older, as our kids start to show different interests that maybe we show, or that we start to come into different realms of our life, we need to introduce new tradition as well. So it don't need to just stay old tradition. What I'm saying needs to be a blend of both. You keep the things that grandma and granddad started, that aunties and uncles started, Prince the same way, DC. You keep those things that everybody started, but then, like I said, as we get older, if we start coming up with our own thing to just piggyback off of what they did, then yes, we could definitely start to do our own traditions. I think your own family traditions comes with your immediate family. So like your kids, your husband, your wife, and then when the big family come together, we can throw our individualness in there, but we'll still have the same core family traditions.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely think you should start new family traditions as years go on, because like I said, the old ones sometimes it start to fade out. Sometimes they fade out. Some families strong and keep this together, but a lot of times some family traditions fade out. So I definitely think starting new ones is nice. Plus, when you got a new generation coming up, they grew up different. They was raised different too. So they came up. They had different influences.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah. When I say R&B singers, okay, R. Kelly, Marvin Gaye,
Getting freaky good. That's good.
Usher,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Marvel or DC. I don't mess with neither Ray Ray.
Oh, not
Marvin for me.
I don't mess with
Okay, but
DC.
DC, I really ain't mess with Batman. Marvin got a lot of people.
DC always mess with Batman. Yeah.
Usher.
Wait.
You keep fucking me up.
Oh,
dude.
wait.
Two is Marvin
Which
Gaye.
one is the?
One is
Why do you-
R. Kelly.
Why do you think I've been so flipped around? You keep telling me the
Hey,
king is the
4
queen.
and 5. I'm
Which
gonna
one
come
is the
back to
shorter
you on
one?
that one. I'm gonna have to come
Which
back
one
to
is
you
the
on
shorter
that
one?
Shorty was the queen.
Who's your
Oh
favorite
my
Avenger
God.
and what's your favorite Marvel movie? My favorite
Now I gotta
Avenger,
flip my
Ray
whole
Ray, is
script.
Captain America.
Captain America, your favorite? I think mine is
Queen's on Black.
Iron Man. I like Iron Man. Maybe not his
I had
arrogance and stuff.
Iron Man
arrogance,
at first,
but
but me and Joe, we going through the whole of it on Disney Plus.
Alright.
I rock
It's
with
been a
it.
while. That's why I was like,
Now-
okay. I love it.
Iron Man is starting to do some stuff that's starting to be selfish. But I rock with Captain America. And my favorite Avenger movie, Ray, I gotta tell y'all that probably in a couple weeks because, like I
see,
said,
I'm an ex-Wolverine person, so I would say
Yeah.
Wolverine.
me and Joe going through the whole
All the different
timeline
Logan and stuff.
of Marvel movies and Avenger movies. And right now, I just got done with Avenger 2. I just got done with the second Avenger, the Age of Ultron. I just got done with that. But
I'm way behind in all that
Civil War
stuff.
is up there, Ray. Civil War is up there. Hey, Cap, Quita, Iron Man, and Thor. Quita, no, we be on the same wave because of. I'm Team Marvel. My favorite Avenger is Captain Iron Man. My favorite is Civil War. Civil War is cold. That's when he shot the maid.
Yeah, see,
I'm glad you came back, pal.
Man, I gotta
James,
watch
you
all
gotta
of
hit us with some of that intro music though, because some of our sports heads is wait. So if you big into sports, I'm about to tag some of y'all in here. We're moving on to that section. We're not out of here tonight. We did the real talk section.
Genuine, that guy, DC.
Genuine. We gave the people what they wanted. Real talk first. Now we going over to that sports section. So we're gonna put some of y'all in the comments to get up in here, and y'all need to y'all need to get up in here because we're about to have some hot sports topics for y'all. So yeah, we appreciate all y'all in the real talk section, all y'all comments, all y'all love. Y'all are definitely welcome to stay. We want y'all to stay so y'all can learn about sports and maybe talk to y'all men about it because I know a lot of you women was in there. But if y'all want to go, we appreciate y'all for being here.
Alex Christian Woods killing
He cold.
27 to 10, 24 minutes. I need that. It's only preseason, but I need to see that.
Houston! No, we got one more set. Houston!
We got
I told
Sport.
y'all.
Oh, he on the Rockets. He went to Detroit at first. They didn't play tonight.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that. Yeah. Who else y'all take for sports?
You said 5, Marshall, Tyler. Let me start telling
Yo, hey. All right, James, cut it. We back, y'all. We back. Episode 38. We ain't going nowhere, but we back now with the sports talk. Real talk section was just hot. And we gonna keep it hot with the sports talk. I'm gonna introduce myself again. I'm Rod.
I'm Mike, Sports Talk. I'm Mike.
Talk your shit.
Let's
Oh,
get
you
this
already
on.
know, DC, what's about to come on. You already know. I hear enough of the sports arguing at home. Peace. All right, sister-in-law, we appreciate you being here. Peace with a whole lot of hair grease, because I know y'all probably using it in y'all daughter's hair because she got that black people hair. You feel me? But we appreciate y'all being here. Tyler, my man, Tyler up in here, so we got to get to it because this guy to the right of me, okay, well, I should say this box to the right of me. He got the sports, y'all, because y'all know I'm finna eat this dude up today. He now is starting to see what I see. Doing that little interlude or whatever you want to call it, or the little break, he actually said some stuff that I said on the podcast last week. And when the playoffs come, He's going
It's
to be
preseason.
it's
I said
gonna
I didn't lick the highlights
Thank
of
me
Christian
later.
Wood.
I know. I'm just.
But I said the Rockets could be good.
You
What are you
said
talking
they
about?
could. I know they will be. It's not
Well,
gonna
yeah,
count.
they will be
They will
good. But I don't have no. We already know Lakers versus somebody. It's Lakers versus somebody. I'm not going
Well,
to sure.
I'm not. I will say the Lakers are the favorites in the West. We're not going to just put them. We're not going to do that right now at this start of the show. But before we get started with the sports, I do want to give a shout out and a congratulatory shout out to my cousin DeAndre Golson, starting guard, starting wing player for the University of Milwaukee. He was player of the week last week for Milwaukee. They had 2 games versus Kansas State. And then they played Western Michigan. He was the lead scorer versus Kansas State. They lost by 1. And the second game, they beat Western Michigan, I think, by 8. And he was the second lead scorer. Right now, he averaging 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and about 4 assists at the University of Milwaukee. So I want to give Cuzzo DeAndre Golston, a.k.a. Dre Golston, a shout-out because we talking about grinding. Cuzzo doing his thing up in
Keep
Milwaukee.
putting in work. May see you in the
grinding.
league one day, overseas, G League. So keep
He
putting
won.
in that
He
work.
definitely grinded. So, and shout out to the whole Milwaukee Panthers organization and the university for winning. I'm now a fan because they're part of the family. So, shout out to them getting their first win too on Sunday after they got their first loss. So I wanted to get that out the way before we get going in this sports talk to kind of set the stage. We appreciate y'all being here. If y'all know anybody that's gonna get in the sports talk, tag them, comment. We appreciate y'all being here with us tonight. Mike, what's the score of that Thursday night game that's going on right now?
17
between the
up.
Chargers and
Raiders
the
Raiders just scored
Who scored for the
17-17.
Raiders?
Josh Jacobs.
Let's go.
Tyler, Raiders fan.
Let's go, Chargers. Let's go, LA. Chargers win tonight. Raiders beat the Dolphins next week. My Broncos take care of business.
Broncos not
and
making
we
the
right
playoffs.
back in it.
Y'all trash.
You saw what Mr. Lock did last week. 4 touchdowns. He almost had more touchdowns than incompletions. But we're not going to talk about that.
Do he have more touchdowns and interceptions for the season?
He even now. We're not going to talk about
Okay,
that.
don't talk to me about Drew Lock.
Is his best receiver there? Okay,
Right, y'all
cool.
trash.
Is Cortland Sutton there? Okay, cool.
I already told you y'all was gonna be trash without
Okay.
any of them.
Your team lost 6 games in a row.
Well, we did beat the Texans, but
Wow.
I'm
Whoop-de-doo.
mad.
Oh, you
I'm
know
mad
what
at
you
my
like
team.
did to the Texans last year as a rookie? You don't beat the Texans. Stop it.
I saw what Drew Lock did versus Chiefs,
What was that? We lost 22-16 on the road to the Super Bowl champion.
43-16 too.
Okay, cool. Injured. Von Miller wasn't there.
Y'all 5-8.
We'll be back. We'll be back. We shall be back. I gotta find these. Oh, here we go.
Oh, what's good, Bond?
I just got shouted out. What's going on? Yeah, you did. I said my name Bennett and I ain't in it. And I ain't talking about Vaughn and I ain't talking about my cousin Steve. But that was in the real talk section, cuzzo. Where was you at? We had some good topics in there. Now we on the sports. You can stay or put Steve on so he can get in here. We're gonna talk about y'all cheeseheads there in a minute. Mike, while we get started, let's get started with the NBA. Further ado, the NBA season start next week, 6 or 5 days from now, next Tuesday, right?
Yep.
5 days from now.
Nets, Warriors, Lakers.
Going into this year, I was gonna say top 10, but that. Give me your top 20 NBA players going into this year.
20 was tough for me, so
Wow,
I did
20
10.
was tough for him, y'all.
Yeah, 20 was tough for me, but
I'm a grinder, so I did 20.
I couldn't figure out my 20 because it was tough.
And Paul George wasn't in it. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
Stop it. But LeBron, KD, Curry, Harden, Giannis, AD.
Wait, start over.
LeBron, KD,
Can't do nothing about
Curry,
that.
Kawhi, Harden, Giannis, AD, Lillard, Giannis,
you say
and Joker.
You say
I mean, not Giannis, Luka and Joker.
So Jimmy Butler's not in your top.
Jimmy Butler's 11.
I feel that.
He took his team to the finals, but
Whoa. Oh,
he just didn't show me what the other players showed me. He took his team to the finals, but it was some games
forgot about
where
the
rookies
gas.
outplayed. So
You got
that was.
I'm gonna give y'all my top 10
So,
first.
yeah,
Matter of fact,
that's my
I gotta
top
tell you,
10.
I gotta put my guy in here.
That's my top 10. I want to hear your 20. If Paul George not your top 20, I want to hear this.
I don't know why y'all give that dude so much credit. So much
All NBA defense, first team, All NBA
He was
defense.
awful. He was MVP conversation.
Yeah, All NBA defense, first team, and All NBA first team. Like,
I mean, that's what,
who does that?
All right,
He did
Kawhi
choke.
did,
Kawhi
but-
choked, but he's still a top
my
10
top.
player.
I'm gonna give y'all my top 20 because I went top 20 and I did top 20. Okay, KD, LeBron is 2, Harden is 3, Kawhi is 4, Curry's 5, Giannis is 6, AD 7, Jokic is 8, Butler's 9th, Kyrie is 10th, Lillard is 11th, Embiid is 12th.
Kyrie's not better than Lillard. man.
Embiid is
Stop.
12th. Tatum is 13th. Cat is 14th. Mitchell is 15th. Doncic is 16th. Westbrook is 17th. Siakam 18th. Bam 19th. Bill 20th. Paul George is not on
Wait,
there.
so you think Cat is better than Paul George?
Yes.
Stop it. And I know Minnesota fans here, but Cat is not better than Paul George.
Yes, he is.
Paul George is
Mike.
all-NBA first-team defender
Stats.
and an all-NBA player.
If Paul George played on a team like the Timberwolves, would they go to the playoffs? Are they in the playoffs?
He went to the playoffs with the Pacers.
That was when the East was weak. When y'all used to say the East was weak. Stop it.
Paul, but
Mike, he had Russell Westbrook and didn't get better than the top 4 seed. With another top 10 player at the time, you didn't get a 4 seed. So what makes you think with the
But we
Timberwolves?
see Cat play in the playoffs and he got locked up by Capella.
Well,
Cat played terrible in the
where you
playoffs.
put Lillard at?
Lillard better than Kyrie. Lillard's top
No, he's
10.
not.
And you know I'm a
Kyrie's
Kyrie
10.
fan.
Kyrie's
Lillard is
10.
better than Kyrie.
Mike tripping. Thank you, Leo. He's definitely tripping. I told y'all I'm about to get this dude straight together tonight.
Wait,
He's
what?
tripping.
Wait, you tripping about what? You tripping about what, Leo? Who I'm tripping about? Rod tripping. He got Kyrie better than Lillard.
He is better than Lillard,
Oh,
Mike.
my God,
Kyrie
stop
is a big-time, big
Lillard
game
is the
maker.
second best
a big
point
shot.
guard in the league.
I will
You
say
said
this.
Harden better than Curry. Steph Curry is better than James Harden.
I
I'm
got
a Harden fan.
Well, Curry haven't played in a year, and like I said,
KD ain't played the
Time
year.
out.
You got him number 1.
well, KD is KD.
So stop it. Don't give me that he ain't played the year.
Hey, KD is KD. 6'11", they can score like Jordan. KD is KD.
And Curry not Curry.
Well,
Curry
look,
punt KD
this like
in
I-
Game 7
this like-
in 2016.
Just like I
He
said,
let a soft dude punch
just
him.
like I said about Curry, I think Curry got hurt on purpose, low key last year.
Yeah, you might
Yes,
be right.
I think Curry got hurt on
Paul
purpose
George
because,
is better than Cat.
because Clay.
Y'all want to talk about playoffs?
Y'all want to get on.
I'm saying, y'all think Cat better than Paul
Mike,
George?
we're gonna get to that. Mike, we're gonna get to that.
Didi,
Let me-
stop it.
Mike,
Didi, stop
thank
it.
you, Deshaun.
Curry
Thank
is
you,
way
Didi.
better than Lillard. Stop it.
better
Curry
than Harden.
embarrassed Lillard in the West Conference Finals.
Curry's not better than Harden.
Curry is better than Harden.
Who said Lillard?
Curry's not better than Harden.
DC, I said Embiid was behind Lillard.
Paul
Embiid
George
was
is
12.
better than
I
Cat.
got Embiid 12 DC, and then I got Tatum right behind Embiid. I got Tatum 13. But Mike, let me get to what you said.
Curry
earlier.
better than Harden better than Curry.
The reason why I gotta say Harden's better than Curry, because Mike, look, y'all got indeed.
Did you not watch Game 6?
Time out.
Okay.
Can I give?
All right, go ahead, man. Because you.
my reasoning, okay? He is in my top 20 pops. He's 13. Y'all didn't listen. Tatum is 13th and Embiid is 12th. They're both in my top 15. Listen. Harden's over Curry right now. Now Curry can easily get back up.
Alvin, I'm a
if he
Harden
goes further.
fan.
But the
Harden my
reason-
favorite
Let
player.
me tell you why the reason why Harden's over Curry, and I'm not gonna let this dude interrupt me or do this. The reason why Harden is over Curry is because who has James Harden played with the last 3 years? Y'all want to talk about Chris Paul? He got hurt. He didn't do anything.
See,
The
I
next
hate
year-
when y'all do the
Time
team.
out.
So if this player, you can
No.
say that of
Time out.
anybody.
Mike, no.
Let's talk about
No.
what they did.
Time out. It's not
Stop
about.
bringing up,
First
if
off,
he played with this player.
Let me finish my thing. It's not about
That's
the team.
stupid to me.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that he need to have the best players. What I'm telling you is, don't act like what I'm trying to say is, don't act like Curry is just carrying the Warriors without Klay Thompson. What I'm saying is now Klay's not there and Curry
Didi,
got
you're a
hurt.
LeBron fan, so you gonna say that.
Curry got hurt.
Go
Klay
back.
got hurt, and Curry could have played a whole season without Klay. What I'm telling you is, James Harden has done that. Where he's played whole seasons with a team that was similar to the team Curry had last year without Klay, and
Right.
still made the playoffs.
You know what? I used to say Harden can be better than Curry. What made me change my mind? Game 6, 2019, second round. Harden, KD went down, you win that series. If you're better than Curry, you win that series.
You win that
Curry
series.
had 33 points in the second half,
On
and
Chris
he was
Paul.
bullying them. Dude, Chris Paul killed that game.
Chris Paul
So
took
no,
that game.
I don't want to
How?
hear
When your
that.
Matrix
Harden
scored 30
is
in
my
one half.
favorite player.
Can you
Harden,
wait,
you're supposed to win
wait,
that
can you
game. You
tell
don't let
me-
Curry score 33 in the second half.
Can you tell me what Harden did that half in the first half?
Harden, dude,
Can you
I don't
tell
care
people-
about Harden's
Oh,
numbers.
you don't
Curry
care about
punched
it.
him. No, what I'm saying is you can bring in numbers. Harden puts up his numbers. I will. But when you go deep into who's better, game 6, KD's out. Curry had 33 points in the second half, outplayed Harden. You win that series. There's no way you lose that series with KD out.
So y'all, he talk about me only. I don't watch games, but he don't watch games because if you think that just Curry scored 33 in the second
Well,
half,
Clay
time out.
killed the
no,
first half.
and that's what I'm saying. You don't even know where I'm going with this. If you only want to talk about Clay and Curry, who we know are the two most dynamic shooters in the history of the game, and Curry's one of the top scorers, then that's what I'm saying. You didn't watch. If you want to just put the onus on James Harden, put the fact that Festus Ezeli had over 5 offensive rebounds because this stupid coach D'Antoni want to play PJ
Okay,
Tucker at
well,
the
let me ask
5.
you this.
So
Let me
come
ask you
out.
this.
No, wait, hold on. So that game 6 that my brother want to bump his guns on, the threes that Curry was missing, The Warriors was getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Then he want to talk about Chris Paul was killing. Go look at what Chris Paul did in the fourth quarter, y'all, of that game.
What? Kirby didn't score versus. He had 47 versus the Raps.
Go look at what. But
Don't say he didn't score. They
time
lost.
out. But time out. Go look at what. Go look at.
Don't let me take.
Go look at what Chris Paul did in the fourth quarter of that Warriors series. Nothing. And then how you go? They had a chance. The Rockets had a chance when they got regulation. Chris Paul went past Klay Thompson, and guess what happened? Klay Thompson had a jump ball on him.
When KD went
was
down,
washed up.
it's no way you lose that series.
Chris Paul is
James
washed
Harden
up, and my brother wants
James
to
Harden is the top 2 scorer in
My
the
brother
league.
want to sit here and give Chris Paul all this credit and act like, oh, when KD went down, you automatically supposed to win with James Harden, Chris Paul. But when Chris Paul's lead of his team, he's never been past the second round. So don't act like Chris Paul has ever won.
Forget the
anything
Curry thing.
or
I
led
can't believe y'all
anything.
say Cat better than Paul George.
And look, that's why I got Harden over Clay or Curry, because the Raptors. Curry did look a little shook the first time. He might have had his little 47, but he looked as shook once Clay got hurt. What I'm trying to tell y'all is, without Clay and KD, Curry looked shook. Well, welcome to James Harden world. That's who he plays with every night.
Ain't you a person
Without
saying
Clay and
Curry
KD.
hit? Ain't you a person who bring up Curry carried 15?
Yes, but Mike, 15 is not what happened in 19. 19 was just
19.
Like
19. Kawhi.
And 19 without Clay and KD. What I'm saying is, if Curry take that series 7, I respect
Curry
him.
not
James Harden.
Wait. Who's good without help then? Name a player.
James
Who's
Harden.
good without help?
James Harden. He took KD, Curry,
Harden
and
has had
Clay
help.
to Game 7 without Chris Paul.
Harden has had help. Stop it.
No, he took them to Game 7 without Chris
Dude.
Paul. Like,
Chris Paul played the first 5 games.
and what they
though.
do to LeBron and
What you mean
Kyrie
what they
and
do?
Love? What they do to them?
Well, they embarrassed LeBron.
What did they do to them?
But did he stop it? Because no player in NBA history's won without help. So don't say
Can you
stop.
name me the starting 5 on that Rockets team that lost in Game 7?
Harden.
The 7th game, not.
Harden, Eric Gordon, Ariza, Capella, and PJ Tucker.
And they lost in what? In 7?
They
Can you
lost in
name
7.
the Cavs starting lineup that very year? Can you please name the Cavs starting lineup?
Without help, what do you mean? They had help.
Wait.
LeBron, David Harden had help.
This for Diddy, because he's a Brown fan. Can you name the Cavs starting lineup that year that the Warriors beat the what's name 4-3 when they beat the Cavs 4-1? Can you name the Cavs starting lineup?
Yeah, come on, man.
No, I'm just asking. Can you name
Kyrie,
the-
JR, LeBron, Kevin Love, and not Miles Garland, Tristan Thompson.
So y'all heard that lineup versus the Rockets lineup. James Harden went 7 with that team. I'm gonna drop my.
Harden did
He went
take to
7.
the West Conference Finals.
He went 7.
Harden did
And
take
the
to the West Conference Finals.
Without Chris Paul, he want to keep bringing up Chris Paul. What's Chris Paul on the bench in the suit?
But in 2016, when Curry went down, the Warriors still beat the Rockets.
And let me tell y'all this.
In 2016, when Curry went down, the Warriors still beat the Rockets 4-1. And Curry didn't play the rest of the series.
I didn't have Harden.
But Harden, you gotta win that series when if you
Diddy,
way better than Clay.
Let me set
Let
me set the stage for y'all. I didn't have Harden when I have him. I didn't even have Harden top 5 until 2017. I didn't have Harden top 5 before the 2017 season. So in 2015, when he lost to the Warriors, I'm not getting no harder for that because I didn't even have him in that
So
category.
Curry in 2013 with a second year claim, a second year Draymond Green did cook Denver in the first round, did cook the Spurs. They lost to the Spurs, but Curry was carrying them. So don't act like Curry didn't carry teams to the playoffs. In 2013, the Warriors.
You telling me don't act like Curry didn't carry nobody?
No, I'm saying he said to the playoffs, Curry didn't carry teams to the playoffs. In 2013, Clay and Green was not who they was, and Curry carried them to the playoffs. Curry cooked Denver.
He carried them in 15.
And I'm not even the Curry
That's
fan,
why I give Curry.
yeah.
That's why I give Curry his all-time credit he get because what he did in the 15 finals with no help. Because we know Clay scored 17 points.
See,
in
I'm
the
not
last 2
saying
games.
he didn't have
He had no help. Clay scored 17 points in the last 2 games, y'all. 12 points in game 5 and 4 points, or 12 points in game 5 and 5 points in game 6.
Curry
Look it up if you think I'm lying. He scored 17 points in the last 2 games and they beat the LeBron James.
His second and third best players outplayed the other team's second best player too.
Who's second best player?
His second.
No, let's hear truth. Mozgov was never the second best on the Cavs. Yep, here you go, James, because Mozgov averaged 1 less point than Klay Thompson in the final series. And nobody would have
averaged less than Iguodala.
Look, Bryce, I'm going to ask you on Carter. If Klay Thompson averaged 15 for a series and Mozgov averaged 14 for a series, who do you think team benefited from that?
Hey, I'm just speaking the facts what happened that
Do
series.
you think that's a win for Cleveland? Mozgov averaged 1 less point than Klay. Ain't that a win for Cleveland? That's a win for Cleveland to me. That Mozgov averaged one.
But
less
he didn't
point.
mention Iguodala off the bench averaged
You need a new
16.
stat sheet.
Iguodala off the bench averaged more than any player on the Cavs besides LeBron James. So you gotta.
Iguodala averaged more off the bench than any player besides LeBron James. Stop it, Mike. Please stop it. What did Iguodala do? He had a couple games where he scored under 10 points.
See,
Mozgov,
you a LeBron fan, so you don't want to go there talking about injuries and stuff. You don't want to start talking about who you had to play.
all I'm saying is
Because
this.
we can
All
bring
I'm
up
saying
who
is this.
people had to
Mike
play.
want to bring up that Iguodala came off the bench, but maybe again that Iguodala was the leading scorer for the Warriors. Can you name one?
Well, all I said was he averaged more
Can you
than
name
any.
one? Don't talk about average. Can
He
you name one game where he led the team, the Warriors team, in scoring? Because I can name what Mozgov did.
In game four,
Iguodala led them in scoring.
yes, Iguodala and Curry. Look it
I
up.
need to-
Iguodala had 25, Curry had 23. Come on, man. You know I know my finals. Like, check it.
I need to check
You
it.
know I know.
Yep, and I'm about to check it y'all right here on live.
Check it.
'Cause I don't
Iguodala
believe
led them in scoring in game 4.
Iguodala never
Come
led
on,
them in
man.
scoring.
You know I know every finals, man.
Iguodala
Every
never
MVP,
led them in
man.
scoring.
Yes.
And he shouldn't even
In
be
the finals,
MVP.
Iguodala led them in scoring. He had 25, Curry had 23. Look it up. Game 4. Watch I'm right, y'all. He know this. He know he shouldn't mess with me with finals information.
I don't know
Look it
because
up.
I don't believe him.
Okay.
Mozgov had 28 and what?
Hey,
28-16. And LeBron
I'm
had 0 in the
about to
fourth
look it
quarter.
up too.
LeBron had 0 in the fourth. 0 in the fourth.
This dude said Mozgov, he averaged 14 points a
Mozgov
game.
averaged 14 and 7.
Don't talk to me about a dude who didn't even.
What does he average for his career? Like 5 or 6 points? That's big, Mike. He averaged 14 in one game in the finals. He had 28-16. Did Dwight Howard ever score 28 points, 16 games in the finals? Did Andrew Bynum ever score 28 points, 16 games in the finals? Did Paul Gasol ever put up 28, 15 in the finals? Are you talking about Mozgov? He never did that.
Wait, hold on.
And you want to talk about the NBA? Way better than him. And they never did it. So don't tell me not to talk about him when he did something that they never did and they better than him. Where was he? Was he the leader? Tell the people he wasn't the leading scorer.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, because he
No,
wasn't.
they was tied.
Because
They
he
was
wasn't.
tied. 23 and 23.
Because he
What I'm
wasn't.
saying, 23 and 23, though.
Mozgov had
But
28.
I said that's help. But he said Curry had no help, right? You said he had no help.
Mike Iguodala helping him.
You said he had no
Mike
help.
Iguodala-
Iguodala had as many points as him. That's help.
Have Iguodala ever been an all-star? Yes. Have Iguodala won 6 men of the year? Yes.
All right, stop
Iguodala
it.
is a
But don't do that.
Mike,
Iguodala
no, stop
was the all-star against the Warriors, though.
Mike. Well, at the beginning of the game, when he got the Warriors, like
He wasn't an all-star. He made
Mike
an
was still
all-star
a
1
pretty
year
good
with
player.
Philly.
He was still a
He
pretty
was a
good
good
player.
player. Dude.
Way better than Mozgov. You would expect Iguodala to score 23 in one game. You would never expect Mozgov to get 28.
Mozgov had one good game,
Never.
but after that, he
Yeah,
had like
Mike
5
was
points
good
a game. Roddy averaged 14. Iguodala and Clay averaged more
For
than
the
him.
whole series, Klay Thompson outscored him by 10 points.
Iguodala and Clay averaged more than him.
Mike, through 6
What?
games.
Those are facts, though.
That's not facts, but those are dumb facts.
Iguodala and Clay averaged more than in Mozgov.
Those are dumb facts.
How's it?
Because you only
It's a dumb fact.
time out. Because time out,
A
y'all.
dumb fact. I'm giving him facts. He says a dumb
Let
fact.
me break it down to y'all. Look, y'all. Let me break it down to y'all. It was a dumb fact because look, let me break it down to y'all. The finals were 6 games. 6 games. I'm about to break it down to y'all. One of those 6 games, Klay Thompson scored 34 points. He had a total of 96
Didi,
points.
you can keep bringing up Curry losing. Talk about 2011.
No, I'm off that.
If you want to nitpick Curry, let's start
No,
nitpicking
we
your
off that
boy.
because we know Didi a hater. He a LeBron.
Yeah, let's start nitpicking
Look,
your boy.
I'm off that.
2011 final.
I'm off that, but let me say
Jason
this, y'all.
Terry, I played.
Wait, I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to break it down to y'all outside of averages why Mozgov had a better finals than Klay. Game 2, Klay had 34 points. He had 96 points for a total of the whole 6 throughout 6 games. He had 96 points. So in game 2, he had 34. Take 34 from 96. That means he had.
So now we take
No,
this
no,
stuff.
time out.
Let's
No.
take away Mozgov 28.
Can I finish?
Let's take away.
Can I finish? That means he had 62 points in the last 5 games. Mozgov scored 88 points that whole series. What I'm telling y'all is this. If I look through 6 games of a regular season, I guarantee you there's never been a point where Mozgov is 10 points less than Steph or Klay Thompson.
Yes, Clay
Never
played
been.
bad that final.
Never been.
But he still averaged more than Mozgov. So stop acting like
I'm saying
Curry
carried
was the leader.
Curry
Curry
carried
was
that.
the leader.
He
Led
carried
his team
that
to a
team.
championship, but he had help.
And LeBron.
I would never say
Iguodala.
didn't have help.
He didn't have help. You say Draymond weak. How many Hall of Famers did he
You
have?
can bring up that beat the Lakers. The
How many
Lakers
Hall of
didn't
Famers did he have
have
in
what I'm
15?
saying is, why did Bosh, Wade, and Jason Terry outplay LeBron? Jason Terry not play Kobe. Jason Terry outplayed LeBron. Bosh and Wade outplayed LeBron. So let's talk about that. That's what I'm saying. So yeah. That's what I'm saying. So you bring up that beat the Lakers. But he didn't. Jason Terry did not play Kobe. He outplayed LeBron.
All right, let's move on.
Kobe did get swept.
KD
LeBron lost with a super team.
KD and Kyrie.
Right.
KD and
He
Kyrie.
lost with a super team. That's
KD
what I'm
and
saying.
Kyrie.
Like,
What percentage do you think that KD and Kyrie will clash this season? A
Um,
lot of people saying that they mental head cases with each other. That they both mental head cases. Now you put them together.
I know,
What
that's what I'm
percent do you
saying.
think they're gonna clash?
I'm gonna say 30%.
No,
I'm gonna say 30% they might clash, 70% they won't. Because you just never know. Because when things start going wrong, that's when people start to get frustrated and stuff. But if everything going good, that's my 70%. Then I think they're gonna do good. But I would say 30% for sure. What you think?
Well, if you go 30% throughout the whole season, 30% of the season,
That's fine.
I would probably agree around that. I would say this. I think they're going to have their spots where they get it, but I low-key think that Kyrie thinks that in the small part in the back of his little head, I think that he really thinks that he is on KD's level.
I think Kyrie thinks he's the best player in the league.
No, I do. I think that he is.
Kyrie thinks he's Kyrie thinks he's the best
So
player
I
in the
think
league.
that that's where they're going to come to beef at. But I think that he will conform to KD more than Westbrook.
Hey, Jason Terry outplayed LeBron. You got nothing else to say to me, Didi. You can't defend it. You can't defend 2011. Jason Terry outplayed LeBron. That's all I got to say. But go ahead. It's nothing you can say.
Yeah, I'm not going to even talk about
it's nothing you can say about
Kobe
2011.
didn't get swept, but LeBron, Wade, and Bosh should have never lost to that.
Why are we
Never.
playing this?
LeBron, Wade, and Bosh should have swept her. But
If Bosh and Wade
What I'm
outplayed
saying
you
is-
in the finals,
what I'm saying is with KD and Kyrie,
don't talk to me.
KD and Kyrie, I think that they will get into it based off of on the court stuff of who is the actual leader and what to do. But
I like
think
Didi though. I like Didi. He going at it though. I like Didi though.
They a big. But I think that when it comes to their talent, they're gonna be able to get over that little beat that they have. And I think that KD is easy to play with. I really think KD is probably the easiest player in the NBA to play with. Like, because KD is a beast.
To me, the Nets about to kill.
I'm
KD, shocked.
To me, I think KD one of the easiest players to play with because he can get 40 off of 15 shots. Like,
They don't need the ball.
and he
KD don't need the ball.
He let you do your thing, and he just tell you when it's time that I need the ball, you need to know to
And
get the
Kyrie,
ball.
as the second best player, is unstoppable. As the second best player, Kyrie is unstoppable. So the Nets is gonna be raw to me.
And DeAndre Jordan starting to get more tick. I like
If
it.
Kyrie's the best player, your team a first round, second round out. But if Kyrie the second best player, you have a chance to win the championship easily. If Kyrie's your second best player.
Let's move on out west. Let's get on them Houston Rockets. DC, here we go.
Rockets.
Let's get on the Houston Rockets. Do you think Houston?
Did it?
Did you move?
Do you think
No. Oh,
not moving on? Oh yeah. Do you think Houston not trading James Harden puts the power back in?
I don't want to play anymore.
Puts the power back in the franchise hands over the players.
I like what Houston's doing. I think this is this situation. So I still don't think it's a change in the league. To answer your question, I don't think it's a change. I just think in this
when
situation.
I say a change in the league, I mean with these type of situations because you saw AD was in this situation and the Pelicans could have did this to AD.
Yes, the Pelicans did this to AD, but the Pelicans are soft and they got punked. The Rockets like, nah, your butt staying here. So I think
the Rockets have a little bit more leverage because James Harden had a few years left on his contract. AD only had 1 year.
AD only had 1 year left.
He decided to pull that.
Harden better than NJ. All right, Didi, you a casual now. You a casual saying stuff
Mike,
like that. Is he serious?
I don't know. I'm not.
Didi, please tell me you're joking.
I'm not gonna even reply to Didi. He already know where we go between this.
Did
LeBron
you just say Harden better than
Jordan?
Jordan?
But
Your boy LeBron not even better than Jordan.
But
She's
this,
just saying stuff, man.
Yeah.
But this is what I
If
would
you
say.
really believe that, Didi,
This is what
I'm
I would
done
say.
talking.
James Harden, the Rockets not moving James Harden. What I do think it puts the power back into the organizations a little bit because players have been running amok. We talked about Anthony Davis. LeBron James already has started this. KD was a free agent, but we've seen players get themselves out of things. And I think that James Harden, the Rockets keeping him bay because
He tripping, Pops.
I think the Rockets keeping him at bay actually puts ownership back on the franchise because it's showing them that, hey, look, we invested in you like this. So unless we get an investment back in our return that we gave you, we're not giving you up. And I agree with that. And I agree with that. If they don't get the investment back in the return, when they keep Harden under his whatever his will is, keep him against his will because you invested all that money in him. Now he needs to invest in you until you find investments back to replace him.
Yeah, I hope Harden stays with this team.
Because I think if he stays, they the second best team in the West.
But to me, I'm glad Rockets is not budging. But I did hear today, I don't know if it's true, but I did hear today that they looking at other teams too to see if they can make trades. You don't believe it? Okay.
Because when I'm saying Mike is,
I don't know if that's true, but
in order to play like James Harden, that's what I'm saying. You need the
he don't have a trade clause either, so they can
this my
they
thing.
can put him on
Mike,
the
but they're not
Hornets if they want.
Like the Rockets aren't stupid. Why would they do that? You're not gonna trade a top 5 player in the NBA for no investment back. You see what they asked Miami for? They asked for Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Andre Iguodala, and 3 future picks.
The Heat.
But no, they shouldn't. But what I'm telling you is,
Pops, he a LeBron fan, though. A lot of LeBron fans say crazy stuff like that.
Pops, but Mike, what I'm telling you is, Houston is smart, and that's the investment we need back for him. You're not going to just get no AD type of stuff. No.
If you don't play chess,
we need that investment. We need that investment back for James Harden if we're giving you up a top player. We need that investment back for Harden.
Do you know Jordan averaged 35, 6 and 6 and got Defensive Player of the Year? 35, 6 and 6 and got Defensive Player of the Year.
Didi, you talking about Jordan played in a lot of era rise? No, he didn't. Jordan played in the best era of big man. The 90s had the best era of 7-foot.
MJ only got 30 off going to the line.
Ewing, Shaq Hakeem Ewing, Rick Smith, David Robinson. Like, what? Didi, come on, man.
Jordan averaged 33 for a career in the playoffs. Harden's never averaged 30 in the playoffs. He averaged 30 for a series. Harden averaged 29.7.
Go do me a favor. How about the podcast real quick? Go to NBA. No, hold on.
Do he watch basketball?
Go to NBA Reference. Go to NBA Reference and look up the top 5. Like, he was on that Johnson team that went undefeated. He started.
Well, he had casual then. He probably can hoop, but he had casual with Didi. Watch.
Yeah, Didi. But go look on. But Didi, go to NBA Reference. Okay, so log off right now. Go to NBA Reference. Go look up the top rebounders. Go look up the top rebounders of all time.
Y'all done.
And the top block shots of all time, and they all in the 90s. They all big men.
Dude, LeBron lost to 90s players.
They all big men from the
Jason
90s.
Kidd was old as hell when he lost to him, so don't use the era argument. That's just a stupid argument to try to up your boy. That's a dumb argument.
So, Mike, what do you got to say about the James Harden thing, though? Because we off DD.
So yeah, I can't. But the James Harden thing, to me, I'm glad the Harden's not trading him. Stay your butt. Stop trying to be like AD and get forced in the trade. If you leave as a free agent, that it's LeBron and KD made that acceptable. That's fine. But stop trying to force a trade because you're not happy. Because a lot of the losing, I'm not gonna blame you for sure. I'm not gonna blame you. But what I will say is, some of the losers on you too.
Mike,
all the turnovers you be having.
I don't think Harden was unhappy. I think there was a lot of uncertainty.
A lot of uncertainty and
Rockets
stuff.
changed around everything.
But I'm saying the Rockets been doing stuff that they want him to do. Like he didn't want Chris Paul. He'd rather play with Westbrook.
But Mike, I'm saying
this whole time.
But Mike, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's unhappy. What I'm saying is his guy Daniel Morey left. His coach left. D'Antoni left, and he loved D'Antoni. I'm saying he made that public. I don't think Harden is unhappy with the Rockets.
Well, the owner get tired of them losing. The owner think they have a championship roster.
I'm not arguing with you, but you just said that you think he's unhappy. I'm saying I don't think he's unhappy with the Rockets. I think James Harden I think Westbrook was unhappy. I think Harden wanted to leave because the Rockets he was uncertain about what was going to happen, and he wants to play for a title. I don't think he's unhappy because he didn't know what to be happy about. He didn't know if his boy Eric Gordon was going to be there, PJ Tucker was going to be there, Westbrook was going to be there.
Stop it, Didi.
I think Harden was uncertain. That's why he wanted to leave. And he knows that if you go play with KD and Kyrie, he has a chance to win for a title. When you're uncertain about a franchise, when you don't know what the Rockets going to do, the coach
he definitely was unhappy though.
I don't think he was unhappy.
He's unhappy at the way the Rockets are going. But they tried to please him. He's basically thinking he's trying to be like LeBron. You want them to get all the pieces you want, but when you lose, you want to cry.
That's not true. D'Antoni didn't get fired, Mike. He stepped down. Westbrook wanted to leave. These people
wasn't working.
No, but James, I'm not arguing that with y'all. What I'm telling you is I think Harden was just wanted to leave because his horses wanted to leave. I don't think, but when I say unhappy is like what Randy Moss was in Minnesota.
The biggest mistake
I don't think that's
the
James
Rockets
Harden
made was trading Chris Paul. Paul and Harden should have stayed together.
No, they shouldn't have stopped.
They only did 2 years together.
Stop it.
Like, you got to do more time. They should at least did 4 years together. They did 2 years together. They never
won a ring, Mike, with that team.
How do you know that? They lost to the Warriors like everybody else lost to the Warriors.
Paul wasn't sustainable. He gets injured in the playoffs. You can't count on him to be there when it counts. You just can't.
But you traded him for a point guard that don't fit with James Harden.
Well, they played together in OKC, so you thought it was.
Well, that's what Harden ego wasn't up the roof.
To me, it wasn't. I don't think that, like I said, I'm going to say Tom Blue in the face. I don't think that it was the fact that Harden and Westbrook can't play together. I don't care who you put on that team last year. I don't care if John Wall's on that team now. John Wall or healthy John Wall's on that team last year.
Of course, John better than Steve Kerr.
The way the Rockets played, that small ball, I don't care who you put on that team. You can put Curry and Harden on that team last year. They wasn't beating the Lakers. They were too small. That small ball stuff don't work. It don't work. You cannot have a 6'4" player being your center. PJ Tucker was playing
I
center.
get Kobe over LeBron unless if LeBron gets
James,
his break, I'll put LeBron.
You
over
are
Kobe.
taller than PJ Tucker, and he was guarding AD.
Terrible.
And Mike think that wasn't the reason they lost.
Stop it, DD. Kobe not top.
Like, you're taller than PJ Tucker,
But
James.
James, if you James, you know Jokic 7 feet. He tried to guard AD. What you think happened?
What do you mean?
So
Mike?
don't use the PJ Tucker.
So let me
If
kill
anybody guard AD.
James, so like, time
AD
out. No, that's not true,
was
James. Let me
a
kill
high
Mike's little
thing.
dumb argument that he like to do. Just because you're a 7-footer don't mean you like to guard AD. What I'm telling you is James Harden's a superstar. LeBron's a superstar. Superstar. Get him somebody that can match up with AD. Nobody's gonna stop AD, but you can match up with him.
Rod, name one
Name a
nigga who
superstar
guard
in the
AD.
Nuggets game. Name a superstar in the Nuggets game.
You
The
just
Nuggets lost to
said Jokic's top
He's
10.
not a superstar. Mike, you already
Well,
know.
how many superstars in the
Only
league?
6. It stops at the Giannis. After 6, nobody's a superstar. So stop it.
Okay,
You
but
know
one player
that.
can name
So
a player
what
that
I'm
can guard
telling you
AD in
is,
the league.
what I'm telling you is,
He said,
James, nobody say anybody could guard AD. What I'm telling you is the fact that you don't have anybody that can guard AD, you don't have anybody that can guard LeBron, and you don't have any superstar power. Even with them. I guarantee you this year, DeMarcus Cousins healthy will be able to counteract Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Didi, you a Cavs. You might be Cody real hoping, but
I
you
guarantee
talking
you,
NBA.
if DeMarcus Cousins don't get hurt, he'll be able to neutralize Davis. You don't have to stop Anthony
Curry
Davis.
a great
But
leader
Anthony
too.
Davis can't stop everybody. But Anthony Davis didn't stop Jokic. They lost to the Lakers because they didn't have the firepower to beat LeBron
Can't
and AD.
nobody guard AD.
And
I don't care
Mike,
who
AD
you put on.
But Mike, AD can't guard Jokic. So my point about
AD can't
but
guard
Mike,
Jokic.
but Mike, your argument is this. This is what you're trying to tell me right now. Don't bring up 7-footers when 7-footers can't guard AD. No, that's not my argument.
Well,
don't
you just trying
listen.
to make a point
No,
about PJ
that's
Tucker
not my
guarding
point,
AD.
Mike. My point is they didn't have the size, first of all. What I'm telling you is James Harden, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I don't
No.
care if they didn't have sounds like that's their
See,
fault.
You keep interrupting.
That's their
Let
fault.
me keep with what I'm saying. I'm saying James Harden's a superstar. A superstar that got size behind him is a lot different from having just size and no superstar. That's what the
He
Nuggets
got it
had.
without Shaq too. He got defensive team without
That's why
Shaq.
he ain't want to. The Nuggets had size, no superstar. James, LeBron and AD are superstars. Arguably, AD is arguably a superstar. LeBron's a superstar. James Harden's a superstar. You get him some size behind him, then he can compete.
He had size
Then
before.
if you
Dwight
get,
Howard
then,
played
then
for
time
him.
out. If you get him size, if you put size against AD, but they're not a superstar, of course they're not going to do anything. The Nuggets have no superstars, none, zero. The Lakers, the Clippers should have beat them.
Rockets got to the finals 8 years in a row, right?
The Clippers should have beat them.
Wait,
No, that
LeBron?
was LeBron. LeBron got to the finals 8 years in a row, 8 straight finals.
Semifinals in Rockets got
Yeah, the Rockets been
Yeah,
going
James Harden never
So
missed
they
the
got-
playoffs in his career.
So he's been to the finals. He just can't get over the hump.
He can't. He hasn't won a time because my point is Houston hasn't put the team together around that. The best team was the one Mike talking about with
Well,
Chris Paul.
everybody says
The
that's
best
their
team-
favorite player.
the
They
best
put a
team-
team around.
The best team that they did put around him was the Chris Paul team. But what I'm telling you, James, they weren't sustainable because Chris Paul got hurt.
Yep.
He went and Capella got hurt. They wasn't there.
That's what
So
Chris Paul
they
does, though.
was hurt. That's what,
T-Mac
like you
was
said.
not
That's
better
who
than
he
Kobe.
is.
You can say he's
And
on
Mike-
his level for a few years, but he's never better than
It
Kobe.
might be thinking that I'm talking about you need names. No, I'm saying you need players that can play a system and that can compete with the other teams. You don't need to look at what you do strong. The Rockets now need to be prepared for the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Warriors because those are the best teams in the West.
Yep.
The Lakers, you cannot play small ball. I just did a Lakers game last night, and the announcer said it, James. He said they got 3 people right now in the lineup that's 6'10". You can't compete with that when you got 2 6'5" guys in there. Like you said, those 6'10" guys can move their feet too.
Right.
On the 09 and 010 team, how many Hall of Famers he had? But Paul Gasol, who else was a Hall of Famer on that Lakers team?
You spending the whole sports section arguing with Didi about nothing.
Because I don't want to hear excuses why the Rockets lost. I'm done with that. I don't
Well,
want to
that's
hear
the
it.
top
I
one.
don't
It
want to hear
ain't
about
no
size.
excuses. It's facts.
I know I don't want to
It's
hear
facts,
it. Like,
James.
I don't want to hear
James,
excuses.
in high school,
And I
would y'all would
James
have
Harden,
lost
so-
to a team that was all 5'8" and you 6'6" in the
Dude.
middle? No. Show me one team, Mike, that's one state that had
Right.
no bigs.
Lakers didn't even play their bigs though.
Anthony Davis is 7 feet. They played him, Mike.
But
That's
they
the
didn't.
big.
But you
They
said
7
they.
feet.
But
I was talking about Dwight Howard and stop bringing up Dwight Howard and McGee. He's still 7 feet. The Rockets didn't have anybody over.
But that is
James,
if the Rockets would have had 7
James,
they would've
LeBron
lost.
James was taller than everybody on the Rockets. Starting the lineup.
No,
LeBron was, yes, he
Kobe
was.
6'8".
LeBron 6'8".
He ain't taller than them. They
Same
same
height.
height.
Taller. Like I said, taller, same height, same difference,
But
James.
my argument is
LeBron
Lakers
was
would've
taller
won
than
that
everybody on the
series.
Rockets.
Lakers would have won that series if Rockets would have had
I bet you
7
they'll win this year with Cousins. He had 7
Well,
Cousins
Patrick
didn't
Moore
win.
is good too.
Oh, now it ain't good. Now it ain't good. Get him a decent 7-footer.
What did I ever say?
Get him anybody. Just give him Capella last year. They beat them.
They not beat the Lakers with
Yes, they
Capella.
would have. Yes, they would have.
If they would have beat the
Yes,
Lakers
they
with
would.
that 2018 team.
With Capella.
You don't want to talk about game winning shots. Kyrie hit a game winning shot. Ray Allen hit a game winning shot. Don't bring up game winning
He
shot.
just said out of his own mouth, but the 2018 they would have beat the Lakers. That's what I'm saying. Get Capella, they would have beat them.
They wouldn't have beat them. 2018 would have beat them. The
Mike, that was the
2018.
same team. Mike,
No, it
Chris
wasn't.
Paul and Westbrook.
No, it wasn't.
Mike,
Ariza was on that team.
Wow, Ariza.
Luka
Who shot-
Mute was on that team.
Who shot? Who would you rather have?
But I'm
Ariza or
saying-
Covington?
Would I rather have
Covington over
Ariza?
Ariza.
With the Rockets, I would rather have Ariza.
Stop it.
With the Rockets, with
What did
Chris
you do with
Paul,
Mike? He shot over 12 in the game 7,
they had Chandler
and they
in the
didn't
play.
play him. Alvin,
I'm not using that size as an excuse. Rockets would have lost if they would have had Capella.
anybody
The
would lose
2018 team would have beat the Lakers to
in
me.
size in general.
'Cause they-
no, that's why Mike can't ask Mike to name y'all. Mike, he a finals guru, y'all. Ask Mike to name him one finals team that played the way the Rockets played.
Well, the thing is, no teams won with the size, but Rockets wouldn't have won if they had size, in my opinion.
Yes, they
So
would.
don't bring the size
Well,
to me.
why they about to win this year then? Why they gonna beat
Who
the
said
Lakers
they gonna win this?
They
Who
are.
said they gonna beat the
I'm
Lakers?
saying it.
You
I'm
said-
saying
But
it.
that just because you
When
said that would be they
when
will.
they do what you gonna
Well,
say?
we'll see.
When they do what you gonna say?
It ain't got to do with size.
And
James
don't
Harden
say
played
they
better.
got a better team because you think Westbrook better than the Wall. You think Westbrook better than the Wall.
Stop it, Julian. No, they wouldn't, because T-Mac didn't have Kobe's work ethic.
T-Mac
T-Mac didn't have Kobe's work ethic.
all time. They would have been close. Yes, they would.
No, T-Mac came in seasons out of
Now we're
shape.
switching gears to football.
So no, they wouldn't. Stop.
Now we're switching gears to football because y'all saw I'll be having the scooters do the basketball.
Kobe was the reason Shaq was in shape after they won the first title. So stop that.
Well, Shaq did win all the finals.
He won the finals MVPs, but Kobe, right? Shaq used to come to the season out of shape.
Mike, okay, T-Mac didn't come to see that shape. I
Yes, he
get what
did.
you're saying.
T-Mac admitted on the jump. T-Mac said he came to the season
Which
out of
one?
shape.
Not when you went up 2 scoring.
Yes, he said the 03 season
And
he won a
still won
scoring
a
title.
scoring
I know, but he said he
Still
had to
won a
play in
scoring
the
title.
shape.
But Mike,
He had to
coming
play in
into
the
the season in shape don't mean nothing to me just because you come in shape. Because June is what matters. Coming into the season in shape means nothing, dude. So you just be trying to find
To
little
go to
stuff that
Kobe
makes
hit
nothing.
Never
Like,
to
you
win
talk
a
about,
championship
Mike,
go to the next
coming into
round.
the season in shape means something. No, June means everything. October don't mean shit.
What game winners?
November don't mean nothing. Mike,
Kobe
next,
hit game winners in the playoffs too versus Suns.
Mike, next Tuesday don't mean nothing. So stop bringing up coming into the season in shape as if that meant something.
Dude,
Shaq got it in
Shaq
shape.
left LA, but Kobe still won without him. So don't talk to me about Shaq leaving LA. Kobe won 2 rings without Shaq. Kobe won more. Kobe got more rings than Shaq.
Kobe's over T-Mac. I'm not even arguing that. But what I'm telling Mike is T-Mac,
Kobe and T-Mac not even a
T-Mac
conversation.
and Shaq would have been dominant.
T-Mac and Shaq wouldn't have won as many as Kobe and Shaq.
Well, they would have won.
They would have lost.
They would have won. Shaq and Kobe lost.
I'm saying they would have. T-Mac and Kobe.
Shaq and Kobe
T-Mac and
lost
Shaq would
twice.
have won 1
They
ring.
lost to the Spurs before making the finals.
T-Mac and Shaq would have won 1 ring. The Kings would have beat the Kings and the Spurs and
Stop it. You
Spurs.
sound dumb.
Right? Who carried the Lakers in 01 versus Spurs?
And you tell me T-Mac couldn't carry the
No.
Lakers? Stop,
No.
Mike. He carried the Magic.
T-Mac
And
don't
who did
play
the Magic
defense like
have?
Kobe.
Bo Outlaw.
T-Mac don't play defense
Bo
like Kobe.
Outlaw.
Right. Y'all
Bo
gotta say,
Outlaw.
does T-Mac play defense like Kobe?
Yeah, Bo Outlaw.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all
Bo
think you-
Outlaw. That's why he didn't carry the Magic. Yeah, Bo
Hey.
Outlaw. Stop it.
Hey, y'all can use the multiple Hall of Famers all you want. T-Mac didn't play D like Kobe.
He don't have to play D like Kobe. Iverson didn't play D like Kobe. LeBron don't play D like Kobe. You trying to say LeBron don't Kobe?
LeBron-
LeBron don't play D like Kobe. Never has he ever played D like Kobe.
LeBron from 09 to 14.
LeBron
LeBron from 09 to 14 was an elite defender.
He never was an elite
He
defender.
was an elite
He
defender.
never
from 09
has
to
been an
14.
elite or ball defender.
Yes,
But
he
let
has
me
been
tell
an
you,
elite defender
he's
at least for 5-6 years
He's
of his
lying.
career.
Go look up KD versus LeBron. Go
This
look up.
dude just said, go look up KD.
Yeah.
You could just say, go look
Kobe
up
has
AI
not-
versus Kobe.
No, Kobe has locked up some of the greats. Look what he did
Hey,
to
I don't
Kyrie.
care what T-Mac
Can
did.
LeBron lock up Kyrie?
Can LeBron,
And Kobe was
can
old when he did that. He was old when he locked up
Can
Kyrie.
LeBron lock up Kyrie?
Twice.
No. Kobe can't lock up Kyrie.
Like he did it old.
He did
12
lock up one
points.
game.
Locked him up.
But Rob-
Locked his ass up. Oh,
Kobe do get deep.
oh. And he locked Curry up in his
But
last
wait,
year.
but wait, LeBron
What?
was an elite defender though.
Never was he a
From
league
09 to
defender.
14.
That nigga was never top 5 defender.
I didn't say LeBron had better than Kobe. I
D
said he was an
Wade
elite
was a better
defender.
defender than him.
LeBron's a better defender than Dwayne
And
Wade.
T-Mac is a better scorer than LeBron. T-Mac
LeBron's
is
a better player than T-Mac. You can
when you go play with Finals MVP players, it's easy to win titles.
before he went to go play Finals MVP, he was better than T-Mac.
Oh, because it be 241 and 41 teams to go to his finals and get swept?
He got 2 MVPs. T-Mac got 0 MVPs.
Oh, MVP
Before
is
he went to go.
MVP is so subjective. Would you please stop with that MVP bullshit? It is so subjective. He won 66 games with Cleveland.
Has T-Mac ever got All NBA defense?
LeBron shouldn't have. That's my point.
Okay.
But he did.
Kobe's
But
the
he
only
shouldn't.
person that can say he dominated. Yeah. Why Kobe never locked up Bron?
Kobe
LeBron
better than
never locked
T-Mac.
up Kobe.
Look, Kobe's better than T-Mac. Don't switch my words up. But I do agree
T-Mac
with
had a little help in
I
Houston.
do
That's what
agree.
I'm saying.
I
Y'all
do
need to
agree
stop
with
with that
Julian.
help
If you
bullshit.
put T-Mac with Shaq or
If
Iverson
you-
with Shaq, They'll win back-to-back
If you
rings
put
just like
T-Mac,
Kobe
if
did.
you put
They
T-Mac
probably
with
wouldn't
Shaq,
do
they
the
don't win
three-peat.
3.
They probably wouldn't do the three-peat, but they'll win. T-Mac will have at least
If you
two.
put T-Mac with Shaq, they will not 3-peat.
T-Mac will have at least two. I'll
If
tell
you
that.
put T-Mac with Shaq, they would 3-peat.
Well, I say he at least had two.
He will have 1 ring.
Yeah, two.
He
Moving
will
on to
have one
NFL. Moving on to NFL. Week 15, who your power rankings?
Chiefs, Packers, Bills, Steelers, and then Saints.
Chiefs, Bills, Packers, Saints. You a copycat.
Hey, I ain't looking at nothing.
I'm just tired.
I'm looking straight ahead at the screen.
I don't know.
I wrote mine down. I didn't have to look at it.
Mine is Chiefs, Packers, Chiefs, Packers, Steelers. I didn't have the Saints in mind. Bills and Tennessee, I think. I had Tennessee in mind. Tennessee been putting up 30 plus on people. And Derrick Henry, if he run the ball like this in the playoffs, Tennessee might go to the Super Bowl. Low key. Derrick Henry a monster.
Could T-Mac lead that 09-10 team to the championship?
No, that team wasn't good. To me, Kobe, that's what Kobe get the respect for. But Mike, with Shaq and those players back in the day, yes, he would have went to the finals.
I don't think anybody went with Shaq. I don't think anybody just went with Shaq like that. Maybe Iverson probably, but
I'm not saying
T-Mac
anybody, but
discipline was
Iverson,
bad,
T-Mac,
and he
Kobe.
admitted it on the jump.
Iverson, T-Mac, and Kobe were the 3 best shooters. I don't care about discipline.
No,
Mike,
but Ron, you gotta
had
have discipline to have deep playoff runs, even if you play with Shaq. Because Shaq was lazy as hell.
Mike, he had D-Wade a better. Thank you, DC. Mike tried to say LeBron's a better defender.
LeBron is a I said elite defender. LeBron from 09.
No, he said,
and I disagree with DC.
Yeah,
LeBron.
everybody will tell you that Mike, that D-Wade's a better defender.
No,
than
elite
LeBron.
defender. LeBron's a
Everybody
better
will tell
defender
you
than
that
D-Wade.
D-Wade's a better on-ball defender than LeBron. Only
LeBron,
would say
you
that.
said LeBron
Only
had
you
elite
would
D.
say
I'm
that.
giving you the years
He didn't
LeBron
have
had
elite
elite
D.
D.
He didn't
And
have
to me,
elite
he had it better
I
than
was
Dwayne Wade.
I watched those games. He did have a lead D. I don't know what games you were watching to say he had a lead D. Your boy Paul George, who wasn't even a top player, was cooking LeBron when he was a young dude with the Pacers. And you talk about elite D.
Right, you don't want to talk about cooking because Ginobili was cooking Wade in the final. Ginobili was cooking Wade. Derrick Rose was going past Wade at will. Derrick Rose was killing Wade.
Going past LeBron, having LeBron back stumbling.
Well, LeBron.
Derrick Rose was killing all them. So,
Derrick Rose killed LeBron too. But they had to put LeBron on him at the end of the game.
And look, y'all, go look at the end of the game.
Rose.
Mike, want to talk about that defense? Watch how LeBron's stumbling.
Kobe's team mistake the 09-10. Kobe's team mistake the 09-10. Stop it.
But we're moving on to football now. We're done with basketball.
I just told you my power rankings. You told me your power rankings was next.
Chiefs, Packers, Steelers, Titans, and Bills. Bills is number 5 because I still don't trust them yet. Y'all
can hate on Kobe all you want. He's better than T-Mac.
I still don't trust Josh Allen. Yeah, he got to prove to me more.
Hurts looking good.
But Stephon Diggs is balling, y'all. Minnesota fans, I do want to say that. He's balling. He leads the league in receptions, and he's third in yards. Stephon Diggs
they know it now.
Wait, what? Say that again.
I said Stephon Diggs, he leads the league in receptions, and he's third in reception yards right now. He's balling with the Bills. So
he is. No, he balling.
And I told people he was better than Thielen. Actually, it's been a conversation. The rookie Jefferson probably better than Thielen. Like, what? What was my next?
Wait, who had 3 All-Stars on the Lakers? 09 and 10? Who was the All-Star besides Gasol?
And Kobe. You probably talking about Odom. Odom wasn't an All-Star.
Odom wasn't an All-Star. Bynum wasn't an All-Star 09 and 10. Bynum was an All-Star in 12.
Bring up Bynum name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What All-Star? What's that team that Kobe had in 09
Because
and 10?
I want to bring up Bynum for Kobe, but don't bring up the fact that Mozgov hit 28-16. Bynum never scored over 20 in the finals game. Bring that up. I'm done with basketball.
But yeah,
if the predictions for this week, games. What games this week? Broncos, Bills, Saturday. We about to beat the Bills.
Bills easily.
24-16. My Broncos over the
I'm
Bills.
not going to pick a score. Bills easily.
Yeah, you talking about your Bears? They weak.
Hey, I'm not like you. I'm not in denial if my team is weak.
My team ain't weak.
You a person that is saying you a person that won't be truthful with your team. Y'all are trash and you won't admit it.
We trash.
Dude, Bynum wasn't an All-Star in 09 and 10.
Trash. How the Broncos trash? Can you please name me any veterans that's on the Broncos team right now?
That's why y'all trash. I don't care. Y'all trash.
Oh, because we injured, we trash.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But are we last in our division? Y'all almost last in our division.
We not last in our division.
And the Lions is in y'all division. Let's tell y'all that, people. The Lions are in y'all division, right? You got to stop talking. When Bynum was 16 and 10 player. Bynum is weak, DD.
Dude, Bynum averaged like 15 minutes versus the Magic in the finals.
Yeah, Bynum
barely played versus the Magic in the finals. Look it up.
I can't take up for that man. He trash. Dang, the games this week. Patriots and Dolphins.
I picked Dolphins actually.
Oh yes, I'm picking New England.
I picked
New England win that game. New England will win 20-14. Ooh, Bears and Vikings this week.
I picked Bears. I picked Bears.
Man, my boy Trubisky playing, so I'm gonna go with the Bears too. 27.
Julian, I don't want to hear your excuses.
I'm gonna go with the Bears 27-17. Ron, what DC? We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna go with the Bears 27-17. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. Seattle at Washington. But Alex Smith might not be playing, so I'm gonna take Seattle 31-20. Who you taking in that one? Seattle or Washington?
I took Seattle. That's gonna be a good game.
Ooh, what about the Eagles Cardinals?
I took Cardinals. I got
It's tough
Cardinals.
for me. The Eagles is in a must-win situation. I'm taking the Eagles to win that game 34-24.
Yep, I took.
What about Chiefs Saints? That's probably the game of the week.
I took Chiefs 31-20. I took Chiefs that game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chiefs as well. Drew Brees might be coming back, but I don't think he's healthy. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking them to win that game 30-20. Matter of fact, the Chiefs got one loss. I'm taking the Saints. My bad. I'm taking the Saints. Saints coming off a loss. I'm taking the Saints to beat the Chiefs 34-28. I'm taking the Saints at home too. Yeah, I'm taking the Saints. What was I about to say about the Vikings? Speaking of the Vikings, since we're in Minnesota, if the Vikings miss the
Buying the
playoffs,
average 16-10 versus the Magic.
if the Vikings miss the playoffs, do you think that Zimmer or Cousins should be out of Minnesota?
To me,
Or should they both stay?
I think I would say keep Cousins and keep Zimmer. No, I would keep both. I would actually keep both. Give them at least one more year because this is only their third year together. Give them one more year because they show signs of looking great. Vikings just really make too many dumb mistakes. So I would keep both. I would keep both one more year. Give them 4 years together and then break them up if they fail next year.
Yeah, I say keep the Vikings together because they was 1-5. Now they 6-7, so they're right in the thick of things. I would say give them at least a couple more years because Zimmer did lose a lot of people on that defense, and now you see the defense starting to play better because those young guys are getting better. I disagree, Alvin. Cousins to me shouldn't really be out. They lost Diggs. You add a rookie receiver. His tight ends, Rudolph ain't what he used to be. Irv Smith is starting to progress. And then you got one of the best running backs in the game in Dalvin Cook. I would keep Kirk Cousins. I know I talk about him a lot and make fun of him, but I would actually keep him. He went in New Orleans last year and won a playoff game. And then they did lose to the 49ers, but I think that was outside of – they were just overmatched. Defense for the 49ers was just better than them. But I think if you keep adding pieces around the Vikings, they get them a younger – if Irv Smith could keep stepping up that tight end – gets better. You got Jefferson. You still got Thielen. You get a third receiver to develop either it's BB or Johnson, and then you still got Dalvin Cook and Madison.
Yeah, no, I think
the nucleus of the Vikings. I think the nucleus of the Vikings is solid. Now you just have to put it all together for a whole season and see if these young players took that next step forward, and then you go from there. But I say give it another year or two. Don't just because the way they came back on the season. Now, if they was 1-12 right now or something like that, then I would say blow it up. But the fact that they came back, they was in the playoffs as of last week, lost, so now they the first team out of the playoffs. So they still fighting for something. So I would definitely keep this team together.
Bynum averaged 6-4 in the 09 finals, Julian and BD.
Do you think Cam Newton is done? Like as a starting quarterback?
I'm not gonna say he's done.
As a starting QB in the league.
I'm not gonna say he's done because he can start on a few teams, but I will say he looks kind of bad with the Patriots lately. He's looking bad. And
I'm gonna say Cam Newton.
I don't think he's done though.
Cam Newton. I don't think he's done, but Cam Newton can't catch a break. First, he got hurt in Carolina. That calls him out. He started out this year with the Patriots balling, and then he got COVID. And ever since he had COVID and he came back, Cam Newton been looking kind of bad.
Even before COVID, there was a few games that he wasn't looking that good.
The last game he played before COVID was versus the Seahawks when they lost.
Yeah, but it was a game before. I think it was one of those games before he had COVID. He wouldn't play that good.
They beat the Dolphins. I'm just saying, before COVID, to me, he was looking like the Patriots would have won that division, but then after COVID, he been looking a little bit different.
Lamar Jackson had COVID, and he still
he beat Lamar Jackson on Sunday Night Football. And
what I'm saying is Lamar Jackson had COVID, and he's still doing. So I'm not gonna give him that COVID excuse. He's looking bad.
Lamar Jackson was asymptomatic.
Cam Newton's looking bad.
Lamar Jackson never missed the game. Cam Newton had to miss the game.
He missed the game. Lamar missed the game.
He would have missed Denver's game. They only did that because the NFL pushed it back, and they did us.
Lamar missed that Steelers game.
I'm saying they made him miss that game. He didn't have to. He was asymptomatic.
Cam Newton wasn't looking that good to me. He wasn't looking at even before
Dude,
COVID.
stop
He was
it.
looking
Like,
decent.
They went into Seattle and lost by.
They was
a
winning, but I'm saying he
last-second
still wasn't like he was looking
play. And don't act
mediocre.
like
He was
the
getting
Ravens-
rushing touchdowns.
I'm
He was
saying,
looking
don't
mediocre.
act like the Ravens looking good. Lamar Jackson ain't passing the ball. He running, and they just beat the Browns. He owned the Browns.
Running
They got swept by the Steelers. They get owned by the Chiefs. I'm just saying they lost to
Well,
New England.
they got to win a record.
They
possibly
lost.
make the playoffs.
They lost to
The
New England.
Patriots 6 and 7.
They lost to New England. So I'm just saying, and Lamar and the and who do New England got? Do you even know 5 players on the offense?
I don't really know too many players
Okay,
on the
then.
offense for sure.
So like
But we
Cam
just
Newton-
asked. But we just asked what Cam Newton's doing.
And Julian Edelman been out for like 5 or 6 weeks now. I'm just saying,
Hey,
Cam Newton is done as starter. I don't think he's done.
we
as
can
starter
bring up
quarterback.
help.
I'm
Let's
just
bring it
telling you,
up.
Before COVID, he
He was
wasn't having a
mediocre
bad
before
season.
COVID.
No,
He
he
was
wasn't.
mediocre.
What
before
games
COVID.
were you watching to say he was mediocre?
He was mediocre.
They
before
blew
COVID.
Miami Dolphins out, who's in the playoffs.
So he getting all the credit for blowing Miami Dolphins out.
Look how he played against him, Mike. And look how he played versus Seattle versus Russell Wilson, who had through the first 8 weeks of the season, we would say was the MVP. He went up to Seattle and was a 1 yard away from going there and beat Russell Wilson.
Okay, that's the game I was talking about.
You talking about
When did
he
he get
played bad.
COVID? Before, after Denver?
He got COVID before Denver. That's what I'm
He had COVID.
saying.
No.
Denver was his first game back. Denver was his first game back from COVID.
Denver was his first game
First
back.
game
Okay.
back, and he been playing bad since then. Before that game, when Cam Newton didn't have COVID, the Patriots
When they beat
were
Miami,
different.
he threw no touchdowns.
So what was his
Before he had 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Before he had COVID, he had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
look
in
at the
3
game
games.
versus Seattle. What was that game? I'm saying, look at the throws.
I'm
You're
saying.
only looking at the stats. I watched that game. Look at the dime.
Yeah,
he threw
30 for
Julian-
44.
Look at the dime he threw Julian Edelman in that game. He went toe-to-toe with Russell Wilson. And like I said, through the first 8 weeks, we said Russell Wilson was the MVP. And they should have beat Seattle in Seattle on Sunday Night Football. But Bill Belichick or McDaniels called a really sketchy play, running Cam Newton up the middle, 4 yards out, the last play of the game.
That's why I don't think he's done, because he still shows that he can play. But what I'm saying is, even after COVID, he's playing. He had
He's
0
playing bad.
touchdowns and threw
I'm
5,
saying
6 in 2
COVID
weeks.
is unfortunate for him. After
But COVID's no excuse, though. COVID's no excuse.
You don't know
for
how
it.
it affected his body. It could affect
That-
his
well,
body
well,
different than it affected
Like
Lamar
I said,
Jackson's
you always
body.
know if you play, I don't want to hear the injury shit.
But watch they beat what's the name? Who they play this
They
week?
play the Dolphins.
Watch they beat them.
And I don't want to bash Cam Newton because I actually like him, and I think he's a starting QB in the NFL. And I would take
Yeah, but
him for the
I'm
Bears.
just saying.
But
just
so
telling you
far,
that
the Patriots, he really
he
ain't.
ain't. No, I'm not saying he playing good. I'm just telling
He
you
playing
He
okay.
was playing better before he got COVID.
He was playing okay.
I think the sickness. Well, I'm not gonna say okay because, like I said, I don't just go by the stats. I go by the games that I watch that he played in. Like I said, Seattle right now is a Super Bowl contender to me,
Well,
and the fact that they took it down to the wire versus Seattle shows me a lot. On primetime football,
Okay.
that was Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
That
so
was
you just
primetime
gonna go
football.
by 3 games then? You just go skip the games even after COVID.
What games? I
The
said.
games after
What I'm
COVID.
telling you, Mike, is he didn't get to play those games healthy. I said after COVID, after he contracted COVID, that his play has been
It's
shown.
been like
that.
8 weeks since he had the COVID.
And I said his game has been bad from that. He did have to miss almost 2 weeks, Mike, because they didn't play Denver. They scheduled. They missed a week from that.
You know what I'm saying? But now he should be
missed,
back.
He missed a couple weeks from that too.
Now
And
he
just
should be.
got off injury last year.
Now he's not playing terrible, but he's playing okay. I said this when he first.
Who's
he
the
played
NFL
okay.
MVP so far to you?
I
If
hate
the
to
season
say
ended today,
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
God,
Him and Mahomes is Aaron Rodgers MVP, and I
Mahomes is
hate.
MVP over Aaron
No,
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers MVP.
How's
See,
Aaron Rodgers? We did a 2-hour podcast. This is the last topic, though. See,
yeah, we
we've been 2 hours the last month on me.
That was good.
Oh, me.
No,
See,
2 hours.
Bryson
I don't
with
like 2 hours though.
it. I do, man. We be having a lot to talk about, and people still
But,
in here
yeah, no,
commenting.
let's talk
I love it.
They ain't coming.
Yeah, they still on here. But the MVP for me right now is
Murray not MVP.
it's Mahomes. It's not Aaron Rodgers.
Julian, you hear this? You see, I hate on Aaron Rodgers. I'm saying he's the MVP.
Y'all giving Aaron Rodgers too much credit.
What
for
you
this
mean? Right?
team.
He's doing great this season. He's having a good season.
They win games when their run game is balanced. He
Right.
hasn't won
Aaron
a-
Rodgers he got more total touchdowns than Mahomes. He got 41 total touchdowns and Mahomes got 36 total touchdowns.
total.
Yeah.
Passing. I'm asking about
Yeah,
passing.
we can do passing, but I'm
I'm asking
saying,
about total.
right,
Mahomes like
I'd
the-
rather Mahomes get MVP over Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers not
I
gonna
like
get
Aaron
MVP.
Rodgers.
Rodgers not going to get MVP. They lost to Minnesota. They lost to Minnesota at home. Aaron Rodgers has showed glimpses, like I said. He ain't that. They lost to the 49ers. He's not that. I guarantee you Seattle's going to beat them in the playoffs. I'm tired of y'all giving this dude all this credit
What credit am I giving him? Just not saying MVP.
He's not MVP.
Well, he's not going.
When the Packers
Mahomes
win-
will still get it, but so
when
far
the Packers
to me,
win
Rodgers
games,
MVP.
their running game is balanced. Mahomes don't have a running game to speak of, and they still win games.
But Mahomes got
Mahomes
the two
is MVP.
leading receivers in the NFL,
Because of
Rod.
him.
Also, he get all that.
When was Travis Kelce ever the leading receiver in the game with Alex Smith?
Yeah, Rodgers to me so
when
far
was Travis
MVP.
Kelce ever a leading receiver in the game with Alex Smith?
Oh no, he wasn't. He
Who
was.
was
He
the top
wasn't.
tight end? He was the top tight end then. He was still the top tight end. Then with Alex Smith, never was a leading receiver.
No,
So,
well, he
don't
wasn't
try
playing
to
receiver
act
Mahomes
don't
first
try
2
to
years.
act like Mahomes
This is
is
first
that-
year in the league.
Don't try to act like Mahomes
No.
is that-
What I'm
He's not
saying
a
is,
receiver. He
what
leads
I'm
in the
saying is,
receiving
no.
yards.
Mahomes get a lot of credit, but my point is, you
Kelce-
want to give up, you want to try to deny Aaron Rodgers credit. So I'm basically saying, okay,
It's not compared
Mahomes
to
get
Mahomes
2 players
credit.
from the top.
It's not compared to Mahomes' credit. Mahomes is doing more for
So he
than
get
Rodgers doing.
Tyreek Hill
Stop.
credit who can burn the whole defense.
What?
He get Tyreek Hill credit who can burn the whole defense.
Do you
And
know-
he can just throw it to him.
Mike, do you know that Tyreek Hill not even in the top 15 in catches?
Yeah, playoffs have nothing to do with MVP.
We're not talking about playoffs. We're talking about the season. And the Chiefs are 11-1.
Chiefs are 11-1, and
11-1.
Packers are 10-3. They number 1 in their
And they
conference.
lost to a team that was 2-5 at one point in time, which was the Vikings.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But I'm saying,
They
what's
beat
they
on
gonna
the-
do with
they
MVP?
beat on the Detroit Lions.
What
Like,
they got to do with
y'all,
MVP?
y'all get happy because he beat on the Detroit Lions. But I'm saying
The
every time-
Raiders are
time
playoff
out.
team, right?
Every time Aaron Rodgers played top teams, he quivers. When Mahomes played top teams, he shows up. Aaron Rodgers played the 49ers in the NFC Championship game and only put up 16 points. Patrick Mahomes put up 17 points in
Rodgers,
one quarter.
I think Rodgers is having. They both having a great season. Rodgers is so
Like
this
what?
season a little bit better than
No,
me.
did y'all hear what I said? Aaron Rodgers played the 49ers last year in the NFC Championship game, put up 16 points the whole game. Patrick Mahomes played that same
Well,
team. Patrick Mahomes played that same team 2 weeks
the-
later and put up 17 points in the fourth quarter.
So far, Rodgers is MVP.
Like I said-
I'm just going down what I saw this season.
Like I said,
Yeah,
this
I hate
season,
I hate the Packers.
Rodgers is not MVP. Look
No,
up,
so far, if
Look.
you compare their season,
Compare.
you're talking about just losing games. We're talking about MVP of the season. The Packers
No,
are number 1 seed in the
time out.
NFC.
When I talk about
Just
MVP,
like the Chiefs.
just like we talk about MVP with basketball, when I talk about MVP, so when we talk about Rodgers and Mahomes, it don't just go by your record, it don't just go by your stats. What I'm asking you is, show me the top defenses of the league and show me how Aaron Rodgers played against them, which is bad, without Aaron Jones killing, and show me how
We'll
Mahomes
do
played
that
against
next
them.
week.
Show me how Mahomes played against them.
We'll
Show
do
me how
that.
Mahomes did for
Right.
the Baltimore Ravens, who was a top 3 defense. What he did to Baltimore on Monday Night Football. He annihilated them.
Nah, Baker Mayfield just
And
torched
why
that
did the
defense.
Vikings
Baker
do?
Mayfield just torched that defense. So don't put a lot of cap into the Ravens defense.
That was
Baker
that's one
Mayfield
game.
just
What they
torched
do to
them.
Baker Mayfield week 1? He
Oh,
played him
you
twice.
bring the week 1
He played him
down.
twice. What
You
did they do to
bring
Baker
the week
Mayfield
1
week
down.
1?
Now you want to bring
What
up
they do to
week
Baker
1.
Mayfield week 1?
Now you
Don't,
want to bring up week. now
don't
you
just
wanna
bring
up
up.
week
What
1.
they do to Big Ben?
And
Who's
then-
11-1?
and-
What did the Ravens do to Big Ben?
Questions who?
Mike.
Yeah, the question is who is. We asked who MVP.
Mahomes.
So,
Mahomes is the MVP.
Rodgers, dude.
'Cause like I said-
Rodgers is playing all pro with Mahomes this year.
No, he not.
I would recommend Mahomes get MVP because I just don't want to see Aaron Rodgers get his third MVP.
Rodgers force
And
feeds.
you know I hate
Rodgers
that.
force feeds Devontae Adams, and that's why he get his little stats.
And,
What other
and,
receiver?
and Mahomes on force feed Kelson Hill.
No, he really don't. Mike.
What? You didn't see the game versus was it one versus Denver
It was
when he
versus
had
Denver.
when he had 200
What
something.
about the game at Denver? When
He force feed
Mike,
Kelson
Tyreek
Hill.
only had 3 catches versus us the first game, so I need force feed.
What I'm
In
saying
his
is, I'm
last
saying the
game, 2
game.
Sundays ago, he didn't really do much versus us. Tyreek didn't do shit.
No, I'm saying what game he had 200 yards. The game that was the Bucks. He didn't force feed him versus the Bucks
because he was getting open.
because Adams was getting open.
Oh, versus
So
Detroit.
what I'm saying, you
But
can
the
use the
Bucks
same
are-
argument.
Oh, yeah, you brought up Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Why
Bay-
did you do Tampa Bay? And Green Bay. That was
It wasn't at Green Bay. It was at Tampa.
No, that
It
was
was
at Green
at
Bay.
Tampa. It was in Tampa.
No, it wasn't.
It was
No,
in
wasn't.
Tampa.
It was 38
It was
to 10.
in
That was at Green
Tampa.
Bay.
No, it was in Tampa.
Hold on.
I watched that game. It was in Tampa.
It was 38 to 10.
It was in Tampa.
Okay, so the
It was
Chiefs
in Tampa.
The Chiefs game was in Tampa. The
I
Chiefs game was in
know,
Tampa.
but I'm not
Mahomes
arguing.
was killing them. And that defense, the same defense, everyone put up 10 points versus them. That closed my case. MVP Mahomes. Versus the Buccaneers, 10 points. Rodgers.
Stop acting
Yeah,
like
Mahomes
Mahomes ain't
beat
weapons either.
Mahomes beat him.
Mahomes got the 2 leading
KC
receivers in the
KC
league.
is much
too, though.
better. How, Pops? How is KC much better? How? Defensively, the Packers are better than
Julian, you
KC.
know that I don't mess with Rodgers. You know I hate the Packers.
He's not
I
better.
hope Rodgers don't win MVP.
Hold on.
But if you ask me who MVP is, I'm being honest.
It's Mahomes.
I'm a
Easy.
Bears fan. I hate
It's not
the
even.
Packers.
It's not even close.
And I low key kind of don't like Aaron Rodgers because he's so
It's
arrogant.
not even close. Mahomes
What?
is the MVP by far.
Who your team? Football. Oh, you Vikings. Okay. Dude, to me, I'm fine with to me, Mahomes and Rodgers are the 2 fronts for MVP in the
Lost to Minnesota.
Mahomes
He
can
put
get
up-
MVP.
He put up 22 points versus
But
the
right
Vikings.
now, it's Aaron
They
Rodgers.
put up
bro. I'm
22
sorry.
points versus the Vikings at home and lost. And he's y'all MVP.
I'm
Come on,
sorry,
man, stop
I don't want him to get. I hope
That's
Mahomes
horrible.
get MVP.
That's horrible.
So Rodgers got 3,000 yards, 3,600 yards, and 39 touchdowns.
39.
And he got what, 3 picks? You know he don't throw picks.
I think it's 4 or 3.
Mahomes
4 or 3.
Okay.
Mahomes got 33
He
touchdowns.
just had 2, 3.
Mahomes
Hold
only,
on.
right now. Hey,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
there's only
Yeah.
one quarterback with 4,000 yards in the NFL. There's only one quarterback with 4,000 yards in the NFL with 4 games left, and it's Patrick Mahomes.
But Rodgers
It's
got 6
Patrick
more
Mahomes.
touchdowns than 2 though.
There's only one
But
quarterback
Rodgers
with
got 6 more
4,000 yards.
touchdowns than 2 though. Rodgers about to get 40 touchdowns before 14 games.
That's cute.
He got 39 touchdowns
Mahomes
in
got
13 games,
because
bro.
Mahomes got 33-5 and Rodgers got 39-4. But the yards,
39 and 4.
But Mike-
Yeah, like this
but
is
Mike-
numbers
but
is
hold
terrible.
on, Mike, the yards he got. But Mike, okay, he got 6 more touchdowns.
He got 500
Wait,
yards.
he got 600 more yards. 600 more.
4,200. Wait, Rodgers at 36.
600 more yards and 6 more touchdowns. Cool.
No, it's 500.
Cool
It's still
story.
500.
5 is something. Okay, 5 is
It's
6.
577.
Now you want to be petty.
577.
But the 6 touchdowns, 500
Hey.
yards, 6 touchdowns. Mahomes can get that in one game. We've seen it. He can throw 6 touchdowns in one game. Can Rodgers throw for 600 yards?
Watson
in
may
one
have
game?
better
No.
stats, but you know they
Stop it.
MVP. You do gotta have some type of winning.
Mahomes
It's
is the
unfair, but
MVP.
that's just how MVP.
And they're
works.
11-1. And let's look at
Hey, Mahomes might win MVP. I'm not saying he won't. But you asked me who the MVP right now, and I said
that.
Aaron
It's
Rodgers.
Mahomes.
Okay, you say Mahomes.
I
And you
guarantee
said it's
you,
not close.
if my Broncos played the Rodgers, then we would lock them up. We would lock up the Packers.
Right.
We would lock up the
Didn't
Packers.
the Packers embarrass y'all last
They
year?
really did embarrass us. They beat us 27-16.
And we beat y'all
at
last
Lambeau. They
year.
beat us 27-16.
We beat y'all
at Lambeau.
last year.
They beat us 27-16 at Lambeau.
We beat
That's
y'all
not
last
embarrassing. And like I said,
Yeah,
and we
it's-
had a third string quarterback
year.
in.
Watson lead
We had a-
league in pass yards. He said, "Is that true?"
No, that's not true. Mahomes is number 1. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, I don't know about the pass
It's
yards.
definitely Mahomes.
It's definitely Mahomes.
But Rodgers got more
Mahomes is the only
touchdowns though.
Watson's
And less
number,
picks.
Watson's number 2. Alvin, there's only one quarterback with 4,000 yards.
There's only one quarterback with over
What?
35
That's what I'm
touchdowns.
talking about.
There's only one quarterback
And
with over
every year
35
that he
touchdowns.
started, he thrown for 5,000 yards. He will be better than this man after this year. Mahomes will be better than Aaron Rodgers.
Not after this year.
Yes, he
no.
will.
After this year,
No, that's just like saying he's gonna be better than Peyton
They
Manning.
both got right.
But wait, he gonna use the Super Bowl argument, but Eli got as many Super Bowls as Peyton.
It's just a fucking Super Bowl.
But you was just about to bring up the Super
I
Bowl.
just brought up- no, I wasn't. I'm bringing up
Bowl.
first top teams. Even the one game that Patrick Mahomes lost in the playoffs to the GOAT, he lost by 3. I bring up Aaron Rodgers got his ass blown out last year by 3 touchdowns to Jimmy Garoppolo. To Jimmy fucking Garoppolo. And
Well,
then
you bringing up something that they gotta do with the question.
wait. And then
You bringing up something that don't have nothing to do with
no,
the question.
now we going to that one. And then look, y'all, the only time Aaron Rodgers went to a Super Bowl and won it, he threw 0 touchdowns in the AFC Championship game. Go look at what
Wow.
Mahomes did in the AFC Championship game. Mahomes put up 52 points in the playoffs after being down 24-7.
You don't want to talk
He was
about
down.
losing
He was down.
because your favorite player lost 43-8 in the Super Bowl.
I'm mad that
His favorite player lost 43-8 in the Super Bowl.
I'm a Denver
So you
Broncos.
don't want to start bringing up losing.
I'm a Denver Broncos fan, and I'm taking. I'm a Denver Broncos fan, and I'm taking.
Never heard it.
I'm a Denver Broncos fan. I'm taking from home. Let me just
Bro,
tell you
I
this.
hope Mahomes get MVP.
Let me
I don't
just
want
say-
Aaron Rodgers to get.
Let me just tell y'all this: Aaron Rodgers gets blown out versus big time competition.
No, Rodgers
He gets blown
MVP.
out versus big
Rob
time-
bringing up stuff irrelevant. He bringing
I'm
up
bringing
old
up something-
playoff
I'm
losses.
bringing-
Has nothing to do with
No,
MVP.
listen to what I'm saying. Now listen, I said versus competition, he gets blown out. Go Brady this year at Tampa.
The Saints was the number 1 seed. The Packers beat the Saints.
They won the number 6 when they beat them. And the Saints started out the year bad. You want to talk about starting
But
out the
you
year
just
bad?
said the top
No, you talking about starting when they played the Saints, it was like week 3, and the Saints was like 1 and 2. So let's
They
tell the
beat them
truth.
though.
Let's tell the truth. They didn't beat them now.
Tyree, I
And-
think it's debatable for me.
And
I
the
would
Chiefs,
pick the
and the
Washington.
Chiefs play the Saints right now, and they're good in New Orleans. Watch what Mahomes do. And then they play them both at Tampa Bay. Like I said, when Aaron Rodgers played
But
this,
Rodgers don't got a tight
Aaron-
end that leads
the
the
reason,
league.
look,
in
the reason
reception yards either.
why
Alvin.
the reason why Mike Love and the reason why Mike
I don't like
not
Aaron
Love-
Rodgers.
I mean, he don't like Aaron Rodgers, but the reason why Mike is giving Julian, don't even talk about my quarterback when your quarterback got benched for a rookie. Stop it. The reason why Mike is talking about Aaron Rodgers because he beat up on his weak ass Bears or he beat up on the Lions. They don't even beat up on Minnesota like that. But I'm telling y'all, go look up Aaron Rodgers versus other top quarterbacks and other top teams like the Russell Wilsons of the world, the Tom Brady's of the world, and go look at his stats and go look at his records there. They're horrible. His game is horrible. Atlanta Falcons, the year they choked versus Brady, they beat him in the NFC Championship game 44-21. They was up in that game 24-0. If this man's such a bad man, why do his teams get down like that? He got beat this year. This year, since Mike was bringing up the past, this year, y'all.
But Ryan, you were saying about Peyton Manning when Peyton Manning.
We're not talking about Peyton Manning. We're talking about Mahomes. We talking about Mahomes versus Rodgers. Don't bring up
Mahomes was watching MVPs.
Wait, but
which one MVP?
My nigga, the key was you said Manning lost in the Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls have Rodgers been to?
Rodgers only been in one Super Bowl. He won for one. But what I'm saying is, Mahomes don't have Rodgers' body work. Dude,
he do got Rodgers' body
the
work.
only quarterback to have 400 touchdowns and not throw over 100 picks. Every quarterback who has 400 touchdowns threw over 100 picks. So don't act like Mahomes had. When he get there,
have Rodgers ever do 50 touchdowns in the season? Have Rodgers ever do 50? Have Mahomes?
He do 40.
Have Mahomes?
Yeah.
What year is this in Mahomes?
What
year is this of Mahomes? What year? How many years?
But Mahomes don't have 400 touchdowns for his career.
You're really 3 years. You're really 3 years.
And that's why he's not better than Rodgers. The whole time he's not better than Rodgers.
Yes, he is, because he already
He
does
may
stuff.
be better.
He already
to be the GOAT.
He already does stuff that Rodgers hasn't done. He already did shit that Rodgers hasn't done. That's why he's better than him, Mike. Rodgers haven't done nothing Peyton Manning did. Rodgers ain't did shit that Peyton Manning never did.
Rodgers did. Rodgers threw under 10 picks more seasons Manning did.
Who was number one all time in touchdown passes?
Number one all time is Breeze or Brady.
No, before they broke that record, who held it?
Favre Manning.
No, Manning held it. Manning
held it.
Before last year, who held that record?
It was Manning, but he held it
that
now.
record does everybody have besides Mike little dumb Skip Bayless stats, which is he didn't have 100 interceptions when he got a touchdown pass.
Rodgers can get Rodgers can catch Manning by the time he retires.
Let me tell you what Aaron Rodgers do.
Rodgers can't catch
Let
Manning.
me tell you what Aaron Rodgers do. He picks and chooses when he wants to throw the football. So that's why he don't throw interceptions like that. But I don't care about the interceptions. When they might explain this to me. How do you get blown out in games when you don't throw interceptions? How did he give me 38-10 and he don't throw interceptions?
You talking about
how did he give me 38-10?
Old playoff games? It has
no. This was in the season. This was this season. How did they give me 38-10 if he don't throw picks? How many picks?
Right. What about the Raiders beat the Chiefs 40-32? But you gonna say it's their defense, but you gonna say Aaron Rodgers defense nothing. You just gonna say Rodgers lost. Rodgers lost. Mahomes didn't lost.
I'm asking you this. We talking about MVP, so keep it on that topic. Don't think you know what I'm saying because I haven't got on your ass yet. I'm asking you this. How does he only have 4 picks this season and you lose the game 38-10? Explain that. Because he wasn't turning the ball over. How'd you lose 38-10?
That's just a bad right. He had a bad game, but he lead the league in touchdowns. He only has 4 picks. He has almost 4,000 yards. That's MVP.
Okay, so let me tell you this.
Number 1 seed in the NFC.
Let me tell you this.
MVP
Let me tell you this. Go look up and ask. Go look up this yourselves. Go look up how many times the Chiefs have scored under 20 points this season, and you're gonna see it be 0. Them motherfuckers scored 10 points.
They got 2 players who lead the league.
Oh, but they got the MVP. Why you score 10 points with the MVP, Mike?
What you mean? Why they got 10
points
with the MVP? What I'm saying is, right? If you want to bring it, the Chiefs got a squad though too.
They got a squad. Who? Besides Travis Kelce and
So you just had like Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill just ain't a lot of help.
And Devontae Adams ain't a lot of help.
You got a lot of help.
And Aaron Jones ain't a lot of help.
Right, he been hurt a lot too this season.
Stop, Mike. He the best running back in the league. Every time
he not the best running back in the league.
When he plays,
getting better than Cook.
Catching them.
Getting better than Cook. Grant ain't better than
Cook. Look at his yards. Did Cook have 200-yard rushing game this year? Jones had a 20-yard rushing game this year.
A 20-yard.
200-yard rushing game this year. Did Cook have?
Derrick Henry better than Jones.
Duh.
Okay, you just said Jones the best running back in the league.
But Aaron Jones had a 20 rushing yard game this year. He had a 200-yard rushing game this year. Show me a running back on the Chiefs that did that.
No,
what did Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce do last year with Matt Moore? What did they do last year with Matt Moore?
Aaron Rodgers got 6 more touchdowns than Mahomes.
Since they so cold,
MVP is cold. That's all I'm saying.
What did Tyreek Hill and Kelce do with Matt Moore last year?
Hey, all I know is
what they do with Matt Moore? Because they won 2 games. You want to get what was they stats? You want to get all this credit. You want to give Mahomes the credit like he needs them. Mahomes will make any receiver cold. Any receiver. Tyreek Hill wasn't even a first-round pick. Wasn't even a second-round pick.
And Rodgers
didn't even know about Tyreek Hill.
I didn't know Tyreek Hill. But it still's not the fact that he got 2 players who lead the league in reception yards. You still can't deny
that. What I'm telling you is this.
Tom Brady wasn't the first-round pick. What does that mean?
This is what I'm trying to tell you on Mahomes so good. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce both played NFL games before Mahomes ever played NFL games. And they never was the leading receiver in the NFL. Now, all of a sudden, you put Mahomes back in here at quarterback, and now they leading the league in receiving.
Okay,
what does that tell you?
You said about Devontae Adams, he didn't know about Aaron Rodgers.
He only played with Aaron Rodgers. He didn't play before Aaron Rodgers.
But they only played with
Hill, no, they played with Alex Smith. Both Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce.
I know they played excellent. Don't act like the Chiefs wasn't like they was just terrible.
Their stats wasn't their stats.
They stats wasn't they stats, but Rod Tyreek Hill was young as a rookie with Alex Smith.
He was doing that, but so that means he's only a third or fourth year player now with Mahomes, and he's doing highlight stuff with Mahomes.
And Devontae Adams wasn't the first round pick. Devontae Adams wasn't the first round pick
because last year
Tyreek Hill was the first round pick. Devontae Adams was the first round pick.
Tyreek Hill got suspended the first 4 games last year, and Mahomes still was killing last year.
Nobody said Mahomes not cold, but what I'm saying is, if you want to bring up stuff for Rodgers saying he got this and that, I would say Mahomes got this and that too.
Mahomes don't need those weapons. Rodgers needs weapons at this point in his career. He needs Devontae Adams. Mahomes don't need Tyreek Hill. I guarantee you, if Tyreek Hill left, Mahomes will still kill.
And if Adams,
I guarantee
so Rodgers never killed without Adams. Rodgers didn't get an MVP
I said
without
now at
Adams.
this point in his career,
You don't know that. Well, you don't know that. What if you say Mahomes is the top receiver or top tight end?
Why have they won anything? What have they won? Besides y'all NFC North, y'all got a weak division.
But that's not
Y'all got a
MVP.
weak division.
That's not MVP though.
Julian, shut up. Y'all
That's
got a
not
weak
MVP
division.
though. You're not answering the question. You bringing up
MVP. I'm
stuff
talking about
that-
MVP.
Yes,
To me,
and
you're the most
and I-
valuable player. The most valuable player has a team to get his chance the furthest, and that is Patrick Mahomes.
No,
'Cause without Patrick
playoffs have nothing to do with season
No,
MVP.
it don't. Yeah, it does.
It has
Winning.
nothing. No, just
Yes,
like
it does.
NBA, season MVP has nothing
Mike,
to do
yes,
with
it
playoffs.
does.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
Then why do LeBron win MVP all the time? Because he gets the 1 seed.
LeBron didn't.
And then the
LeBron didn't win the
final
MVP in almost
when
10
he
years.
was getting his MVP. He was only getting it because they were 1 seeds and they were the finals favorites.
It's
and
the
that's why he
season.
was
It has
getting
nothing to do with playoffs.
It's
Rod,
nothing
the
to do with
NBA
that, Mike. It's
no, it
projections. It's called projections.
Dirk got an MVP losing the first round.
It's called projections. It's called
MVP has
projections.
nothing to do with
And wait,
playoffs.
was Dirk the 1 seed that year?
He was the one,
If
but it
you're
has nothing to do with playoffs. It's the season.
If you're a 1 seed, are you not a championship contender? If you're the best team in the
That
conference
season.
in the season, I don't care if it's season, if it's preseason, if it's a pickup game. If you're the number 1 seed, you're a contender for the championship and whatever that is.
But what
So
does that
my
have to
point
do
is,
with playoffs?
MVP usually always correlates with winning. That is my point. That is my whole
And
point.
having a good season. You got to have a good season.
Well, Mike,
You just
superstars are going to have good seasons. They're superstars. Like LeBron's going to have a good season this year. But when you compare to other superstars, it don't just come to just the season come and win. Like I said, Mahomes and Rodgers in these conversations because both their teams are Super Bowl threats. And you could keep bringing up it's only about the season, but I know it's the season, but they know that these season teams will be the ones that's playing further. And Mahomes by far with 1 loss, and he didn't lose to an under 500
to
team
me,
at
Rodgers
home.
lead him by a bit.
He didn't lose to an under
Rodgers
500.
lead him by a
He
bit.
didn't lead to an under 500 team at home. He
I don't
didn't
care
score
what he's
10
talking
points
about.
in the game versus the Buccaneers on the road. He played them on the road too. Actually threw for 400 yards
You can
versus the
try to bring
Buccaneers.
up nitpick of the games all
What
you want.
nitpick in what games?
You can nitpick
That's
all
how,
games
but
you
that's how
want.
we do it.
Rodgers got 39 touchdowns,
You
4
don't,
picks.
you don't believe the NFL voters
3,700
go,
yards.
you don't believe the NFL voters gonna look at that, Mike? The people who vote for NFL MVP gonna say
They
well,
will
they
look
both
at
played
two-
Tampa Bay.
Well,
They both played Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay. This dude put up 10
Aight,
points,
bro.
and this dude won the game. And this dude got
Aight,
blew out
bro.
by 3 touchdowns.
Like I said, I don't care who wins
4
MVP.
touchdowns. My bad, 4. And I can't
As of
wait till the
now,
playoffs.
Rodgers is MVP to me. It's close. Mahomes is right
Mahomes is 1, and I
This
don't
dude
even.
is
I wouldn't even
going
say
crazy.
Rodgers is 2.
there. Y'all my
Mahomes
witness.
won.
I'm not saying
James,
Mahomes can't
hit
win
that
MVP.
music. We was on here for 2.5 hours. I had to turn up on this dude in NBA, NFL because he is out here tweaking. Mahomes is
Hey,
gonna be
peace
the
you two
MVP.
family. Peace
And
out.
I hate to say it, but when Von Miller come back next year, he's gonna be the MVP. Von gonna get 20 sacks next year.
Jalen Hurts, he decent.
Julian, just try to win more than 5 games this year.